All right, chillers. Today, I want to talk about the point of sale system, all thanks to ODOO. Remember ODOO, bro?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a software with all the apps you need to run your businesses, so make sure you check it out. And their point of sale system is a massive game changer, dog, especially for retail operations.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. Dude, whether you are selling like at a flea market or a store or a pop-up shop or you're an actual shop, this thing will track your sales, it will give you the receipts, and it's got options of like whether you want your receipt to be physical or digital. And let's not forget the intuitive and very user-friendly interface, the point of sale interface.
Wow.
It's amazing.
And it works even offline.
Wow.
So even when the Wi-Fi decides to ghost you, your sales don't stop.
Oh, great.
Plus, it links straight into the auto inventory app. So when something sells, your stock updates automatically, which is just unbelievable.
I noticed you could have a mobile business and run with Auto POS on your mobile phone, literally, and take payments there with Bluetooth reception printer, and you're sorted.
And don't forget, the first app on ODOO is free. This means you get started with the POS for your retail shop at no cost. When you grow, you can add more apps as you wish.
Wow.
I don't know about you guys, but I think ODOO's the future, man.
It sounds like it.
And I'm just glad as chillers we can be a part of it. So make sure you are ready for the future. Check out the link in the description below. Let's give our businesses the systems to grow exponentially. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, if you are a fan of Married at First Sight, today you're gonna feast.
Yeah.
We channeled our inner Dave. I think we did 3.5 hours, yeah?
Yeah.
Even more.
Yeah.
Probably more.
Ooh.
Brad Dave's numbers.
Yeah. So first we spoke to Makoto and
Palesa, yeah.
And then we had to get the guys in, which
The
is
guys.
Tshepo and
Nkululeko.
Nkululeko for
Yeah.
right to reply.
Oh.
Bro, like, what do you even take out, bro? We have to put it as 3.5 hours.
Now we have to,
Yeah.
we have to. It's going to be an injustice because they're also telling their sides of the story because there's always two sides of a story.
Yeah.
As someone who didn't watch the show, what did you think, man? Crazy.
I think men lie, women lie, numbers don't, and the show got the numbers.
eh?
But it's like things are conflicting.
Yeah.
Now you don't know who's the villain. who's the villain, you know?
And who's the victim?
And who's the victim?
Yeah.
At the same time, you feel like they are all the victim
Yeah.
because of they signed up for something
And
and,
they never
got something,
got,
and
yeah.
it's not what they signed up for. A lot of them, so it's so crazy.
So we hope you guys enjoyed. Also, before we go, shout out to Bafana Mafana. We got America.
Yes. America, it will come.
Yeah, man, my visa's still valid, so I'm going to America,
we
man.
definitely-
Yo, my visa's not cancelled. I'm still going. It's 10 years. My visa's still
We have
valid.
nothing bad to say, so our visas are not
We
cancelled.
didn't tweet anything.
No.
Ah,
CIA America.
We go to
Also,
America.
1st
Not like
November.
other ones.
Yeah, 1st November. Don't forget we're at.
what? Not. Hey.
Don't forget 1st November we're at Victoria Falls. Yeah.
Oh, first of all, Victoria Falls.
What?
Oh, Victoria Falls. Hey, Zimbabwe. Mdara. Siya Botswana. Hey. Now I'm kidding. I've heard not all Zimbabweans speak like that. So they always inbox me. We don't all speak like that. We don't all say Mdara, Botswana. But we love you nonetheless.
We're out at Victoria Yards for the 1-year celebration of MacG Uncancelled, the book. We're celebrating that. So if you want laid back vibes, performances, Scoop's going to be there, Junior Kanye.
Yeah. The name of your book is Uncancelable.
Cancelable.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Uncancelled.
Uncancelled.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean.
Hey, I'm an author, man. I'm an author. I'm a food.
But all phones.
Now we're going to be there in Conway. I haven't seen Scoop in a minute.
Yeah, and then lastly, cheers to the drink of the summer, limited edition Caribbean Chaos.
Oh,
it is
beautiful.
out now.
Beautiful.
Get it
None.
at your nearest liquor store. It's limited edition, so get them before they finish out. Other than that, let's get straight into the show.
Let's go.
Chillers, bands, aye. Bathi ngaphansi yamboro bajabula banje geluqom shake le fig sibe siltin skhathi sambili asibe siya change amagi sibe spusha no MacG sami sivele
What's up, my chillers? It's your boy BK, and I'm out here in the streets of Melville. So today we're launching the new flavor, the Caribbean Chaos, right? And I'm gonna be having my first drink right now. So
change amagi sibe spusha no MacG sami sivele
I think it tastes like it has mango. Does it have mango? Does it have mango?
bise moye ikamuma dibuse
30 seconds, guys. Let's not waste time. 30 seconds. Please go to your team.
Chillers punchy menze, chillers punchy menze, boogie chillers punchy menze, chillers punchy menze, chillers punchy menze, chillers punchy menze, chillers.
Last round.
Aye, boogie chillers punchy menze.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And today, please welcome our guests. These are two ladies that kept us glued to the screens for the past few weeks. I'm talking about Makoto and Palesa from Married at First Sight. Yes. How does it feel to be famous, guys?
Yeah.
Finally, eh? How does it feel, eh?
Oh, wow.
Hey, Makoto, how does it feel to be famous now, eh? I mean, Palesa even has a team now, dog. I'm like, oh, Palesa, you got a team?
Oh, Team Paul.
Not even.
Yeah.
It's normal. It's normal. Yeah.
It's not normal. Going to the mall, people wanting to take pictures with you is not normal.
It's not
People
normal.
are screaming out your name. People knowing your name that you've never told them your name is not normal, guys. Let's not lie. Come on.
Okay,
Well,
fine.
obviously it's different, Mag. I
Yeah.
mean, you know what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's my new reality now. So
Nah.
I'm just taking it one day at a time.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird though, because you constantly have to remind yourself every time you step into the mall that you're gonna get the stares, the handshakes, and the hugs, and everything else. So
And the comments.
and the comments and conversations, as if they had a conversation with you the day before.
Yeah.
So so
Guys, there's so much to talk about, man. Like so much questions that I have for you. Because I fell in love with the show through my wife. She was a big fan.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what is the show that you're watching? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she was like, what is the show that you're watching? Then I started watching one episode. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Then I was glued
Who was
until
her
the end.
favorite?
It was you. She loved you.
Really?
Yeah. She's like, Makoto is my spirit animal. And we're all fans, yeah. This lady used to watch the show, Fat Checker. The only person who didn't watch was Saul.
Yeah.
And he couldn't understand why someone would go on national TV to find love and want to get married, right?
And make a commitment like
Yeah.
that without even knowing the person. Like, it's insane.
You're like, they just want fame, bro.
I'm meeting you at the altar. Yeah. To me, it seems like you just want to be on a reality show for the fame, because that's what everybody's doing these days. You guys, like, why would you do that?
Think of the format first of all. Isn't it an interesting format?
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to try something like that one day?
I can't commit.
Come on, no, you're given
it's a
a 30-day
big
trial. You don't commit the first day.
I care too
You
much.
can only commit after the show is done. So you're given a trial. It's an experiment at the end of the day. Wouldn't you want to try it out?
Nah. Because South Africa will be like, how? Nigga, you have to go to TV to find love for a guy. A woman is slightly different dynamic. So I wouldn't because of that. Me personally. It's just, nah, man.
So let's-
Now I'm stuck with this person.
It's like going out and then you meet someone that you don't know and you fall in love.
What do you say when people say you guys did it for fame? Because you're an actress. I mean, it does well
yeah.
for your career.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're getting there.
we are.
There's calls coming in.
Doing it for fame, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say we did it for, I think I did it for the experiment and just trying it out more than
Okay.
anything. Just do something crazy because,
Yeah.
I mean,
You only live once, right?
and I love making television at the end of the day, besides anything else. I'm a television maker. So I was like, this show, I think I can do well.
Yeah, we saw your full range on the show. Eh? Full range. And you, Palesa?
Well, I think we have been limiting ourselves as a nation or as young people, to be honest, because you can meet people the traditional way and you can meet people the not so traditional way, which is married at first sight. There's Tinder now, there's apps, there's, so you need to count that on the list of how to meet a person. You can meet someone at the mall, you can meet someone at a club, you can meet someone while you're traveling internationally at the airport, you know what I mean? So it's one of those. So it needs to be counted and it needs to be given a fair chance. So there are people like Nelisa and Temba. They met on the show and they are still in love and they love each other. You guys should be in their presence. You will feel it. They don't even need to say anything. You'll just feel that these people are actually in love. So I think this kind of experience should actually be given a chance.
And what's the process like? Like, how did you guys get chosen for the show? Like, how did it go?
It's such a gruesome process. I don't want to lie to you. It's so gruesome to a point where you think they are so particular and so pedantic, and they're just gonna get you the person that you asked for. And
In your case,
no, I got the opposite.
Obviously, you fill in the form.
Okay.
First process.
Yeah.
And then now after that they pick who they think
It's good
they
for
wanna
TV.
not good for TV, who they like. Because obviously you also need to submit like a 2-minute or 1-minute video
Okay.
telling them. And I didn't tell them about myself. I literally just sent like a video just being myself. I didn't do the whole, hi, my name is Makoto. I just chose a video on Instagram. I was like, this will tell them about myself.
Gotcha.
And is it like auditions? Do they call you back for a
Yes,
second?
they did. They call you back, but then most of literally 80% of the time, it's over the phone.
Okay.
Like Zoom calls and all of that. So there's like about how many stages?
I think 3 or 4.
3-4 stages of auditions where...
Excluding the testing.
Oh, and
you
then
also need to get tested.
Yeah, we still need to go get tested as well. Blood tests.
Oh.
Yeah, we do blood tests.
So they're checking for what?
To see if we are okay, if we're not...
Well, what do you do on honeymoon?
I mean, obviously, we're going to get married,
So, there's
HIV
sex.
or like
even
STIs, HIV, everything. They
So,
check.
did you guys ask them by any chance that, what if I'm HIV positive? Are you going to get kicked out of the show?
I think they said
Oh,
a
it's
lot
gonna
of
be a
people
thing.
failed when they got to the testing.
Discrimination. Discrimination.
Oh, yes.
Oh, damn, for real.
Yeah, because you need to... I mean, come on, dude. We're meeting people for the first time.
Yeah, but
And you don't know their history.
Yeah, but in real life, that happens, and you meet someone. Sometimes maybe they've got a virus. It's okay, Obviously, there's measures in place we can put.
That's
yeah.
We are on TV. You must also be cognizant of that.
Oh wow!
And before you go to the altar, you guys haven't met the guy. They haven't told you anything. You have no idea.
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
So let's start with Nkululeko. When you saw him, like, were you shocked, or were you like, okay, I can work with this?
I was never, I can work with this. I was like, Temu.
Just from seeing him.
I saw him from the side view. And I was like, I never asked for this.
Yeah.
Skinny. Just like, let's talk about the physical attributes. Because you tell them, tall, build, manly face. Now I gave them like a reference there, Aaron Pierre or Michael B. Jordan. And I knew, but in South Africa, that's very rare. But I was just like, let's take it there. I didn't want anyone younger than me. I wanted someone slightly older, and I knew for a fact, the one that I want will never enter the show. But let me just see. Maybe I might find.
Shoot my shot, yeah.
Let me just, maybe there's a corporate guy, because I always meet guys from my industry. So I was like, let me try some corporate something out there. But then when I saw him from afar, I was like, ugh. And then when I saw him, I was like, I know this face from somewhere.
Yeah.
And then it hit me. Oh, actually, it didn't hit me. He actually told me, I had a thing with your former best. Okay, he didn't say former best, with your best friend like years ago. And I was like, yes, now I remember who you are. You are that guy that actually came to Mill Park when I was staying with the girl. years ago, you know. Now I know who you are. That's how it happened. And
The religious thing that Nkululeko had, was that an act or like, because it looked like from the jump he was all about God and the scriptures.
Oh, inqegu. Inqegu lebandla.
do you know, first of all, Mac, we all go to church. I go to church.
Yeah.
You know. And to specify and to be specific, I go to an apostolic church. I started go Methodist. Yes, my parents ke kolobeditswe ko Methodist. Mme wa ka ke mme wa seaparo, ntate wa ka ke moreri, abuti wa ka ke abuti wa le dodana. Le nna ne ke le guilty, actually. Funny enough. And before I left, ne ke triala for seaparo sa barwetsana.
Manyano. Women's manyano.
No, women's manyano ke sa bo mme.
Amantu intombi, the white one.
Yeah, the white and the red. Aha. So now what threw me off, man, is like when you meet someone for the first time and they're already saying, I think you need to leave your church and come to my church.
That's crazy.
Because when we get married, you're supposed to leave your church and come serve with me at my church.
I'm serving the same God though.
Exactly. I think that's where everything started. We'll go to, okay, why though? It's like, no, but it states in the Bible, we'll go to people who go to your types of churches have evil spirits. Those are evil spirits. You know when people are burping, like, yeah. Like, he says, those are evil spirits. And I was like, what the? And bear in mind, we haven't even shot the second scene of the day on our wedding day. We're still preparing for the reception. And he's telling me all of that off camera. And I'm like, how? Okay. Even his mom, I remember the mom was like, we dreamt of you.
Whoa.
You look like someone. Yes, I dreamt of you. I swear to God, I dreamt of you.
Yeah.
You look like the Makoti that I dreamt of. And I was just like, she's like, yes, you have to leave your church and come to, because you're like a Jehovah Witness.
They Jehovah's Witness.
You have to leave your church. No, he's charismatic. I don't know which church he goes to.
Oh, yeah.
So him and his mom go to different churches, but the mom is a Jehovah Witness. So you need to leave your church and come to ours because how nyalwa the Bible says you. And I get it. I mean, my mom was Catholic and she had to leave Catholic and go to Methodist.
Yeah.
But we're in 2025. And first of all, you don't even know why I go to my church to begin with.
Yeah.
You know, get spittling some more. Yeah.
But you keep saying on the show that off camera, he doesn't have that religious persona. So
dude, this is someone who smoked vape in the blankets. They too.
It's the Holy Spirit. It's the Holy Spirit.
Come on.
Petty vape. You reek of cigarettes. Ganja. Like you said, you don't drink, but here you are. Even on that scene when we were at gym, he said, "I don't drink. You'll see when we get to the apartments." Oh my God, would finish 3 bottles. Of
Msalwa.
And I'd be like, "Who? Dude, this is." I even sent Palesa a video. Remember when he was making notes
with the
glass of wine sitting right next to him.
Wow. Why do you think he did that? Like, you didn't want people to know that he smokes and drinks?
I think he was auditioning for his church. Because he said he was on drugs for 12 years.
On drugs?
Yeah, he said he's been doing drugs for the past 12 years and he found God 2023.
Yeah.
Right? He's found God 2023. And then that's when he was like, okay, the whole of 2024, I'm just trying to be this person.
Yeah.
But I was like, is this who you really are, who you aspire to be? Because you are two different people on and off camera.
And I'm confused.
Yes, I want the real you, dog. Like, if we're going to go into this and, like, let's be honest. Just tell me what I'm like this. But on camera, let's play it like that. Then that was going to be okay.
Yeah. And scene.
Not to now be this person on camera and then off camera. You're busy rolling weed for production managers.
Yeah.
Like,
that's wild. That's wild.
Hectic, bro. Yeah.
Like, you know, even when we got
So
to Taba
fake.
Echo, I was so shocked. He was the first person to figure out where we get weed. Even Kat, the one that he says is my boyfriend, his friend, Kat was like, dog, this nigga called me because I'm from the South. He called me asking, where can I find I was name money this side.
Yeah.
It's only been week 2 of us.
And Palesa, how was it like for you when you saw Tshepo for the very first time? Because you looked excited, you looked happy. Yeah, you looked in love, man.
I prepared myself, to be honest. I actually I came on the show, I came on board for the right reasons. And when I saw Tshepo, yes, I did say I don't want a skinny man. I don't want a skinny man. I'm a very voluptuous woman, and I don't want anyone that's going to make me feel like I'm too big.
But you know skinny guys rock in bed, eh?
No, scrap that.
They're on fire.
She's Palesa Mphaki, bro. She ain't trying to get with a skinny nigga. Mphaki. You know, the main word.
Oh,
Exactly.
Mphaki, I see what you did.
Remove the age. Yeah. So when I saw Tshepo, I was overwhelmed. Yes, I did say I don't want a skinny man, but I didn't anticipate someone his size, to be honest. But I thought to myself, let me not discriminate. Let me not look at the physical, the outside appearance. Let me look at let me not look at the physical structure. Let me look at the mental structure.
Yeah.
So I gave him a fair chance. And prior to the show, because I didn't know that I was going to meet Tshepo, it's not like I went on the show and I say, can I please have Tshepo Mia?
Yeah.
No, I just said, it's a stranger. You're getting married to a stranger. So it could be anyone. It could be Neo, crying out loud, you know?
Yeah.
But I conditioned my mind. I prepared myself. And I was like, you know what? Whoever I am going to be paired with, I'm going to give that person a fair chance. So when I saw him, when you get married to a stranger, you can't put looks as the highest prerequisite, you know? It must be number 4 or number 5. But kindness, maturity, driven, ambitious, like, do you want to build? Are you family orientated? Those are the qualities, the main qualities I was looking for. After all of those, then comes looks. Because you can get looks and not get get someone that doesn't even want to build with you.
Yeah.
So it was on that basis. And also, I didn't want to be too open and too honest about it because it wasn't that much of a big deal. Hence, I never said anything. And we went to the honeymoon, of course.
Yeah.
We spoke. He told me about himself. He lied about a lot of things. I mean, even his LinkedIn is a lie. On LinkedIn, he's head of IT. But when we exchanged payslips and we started talking, he's just an IT guy, which is not a problem. But why lie? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why lie? And I think a third day of the honeymoon, he said something like, you're way out of my league. I've never dated someone I've never been with someone like you. And I was like, it's fine, but we're here now. So what do we do? You know? Do we tell them that we don't want each other? Because I also had my reservations, which I never communicated with anybody.
Yeah.
But he said, no, let's push, let's do this, you know? And we had a good time. Like I said, I really honestly gave him a fair chance. I would have given anybody a fair chance that I was paired with.
Guys, I was rooting for you guys, man. I don't know if you guys saw, on the show, in the beginning, you guys looked so happy together.
Yeah.
And you guys were, giving advice to other couples. And they were the voice of reason.
They were.
Remember?
They were the voice of reason. They were.
They were the parent couple.
Yeah, even all the guys even Nkululeko used to think Tshepo is the one who gives him relationship advice.
Like,
And
hey, my
because
man,
they've
do
always
this.
been close.
Yeah.
You know, and speaking of lying, you know, it's like, I think a lot of, not a lot, I think also Nkululeko lied about what he does. Because I only found out about it maybe 3-4 days into the experiment.
Yeah.
Because at first, he just kept saying some other things. Before even online entrepreneur, he said he owns a logistic business. And he has property, and he has tenants, and whatnot, a lot of things. And then as time goes by, and I kept asking, okay, so, dog, who are you? He's like, okay, let me be honest. I'm a courier guy for Shein. And that's what I do. That's the online
is that a job?
entrepreneur. He's a delivery man.
Yeah,
for Shein. He delivers stuff for Shein
He didn't
packages.
deliver on the show.
That's what.
So when the Shein ship, you know the Shein that you like now?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, so from the airport, stuff needs to get taken to your doorstep. He's the guy. So there's some guys with cars, vans who got
So
like
it's a
these
career
contracts.
guy, like a
Yeah,
career
so-
guy.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
And with that, I was still like, okay, it's okay. But like, why did you have...
Lie.
not lie. Like, what? Because he said to me, I used to act. And I was like, where? He's He's like, I never want to talk about my acting career because that's where I was in the dark stage of my life. When
the drugs,
the
12
drugs
years
and the
of
whole,
slave,
yeah. So he's like,
drugs.
that's where he was doing drugs but also that for me was like, ish, you can't paint that narrative, Yagoti, the actor, whatnot, but that's a story for another day. So I was
But
just
didn't
like,
you find out he was an extra? He didn't. Is it?
no,
was it
whatever
the
that it
extra
is. Now,
thing?
you know when I found out, when we were on the table as the couples, that's when I found out. Because every time we're in the house and I'm like, where did you act? He'd be like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'd be like, okay, so how am I going to know who acted like I? That's why when we were on that dinner table and he spoke about acting, they asked to go to, are you here to advance your acting career? And I was like, where did you act?
Yeah.
Were you like an extra or like it might have came out as me being a twee.
Yeah.
But literally I wanted to know because the whole time when we're together, it's something that you don't want to talk about.
What about the honeymoon? Did you guys give it up on the first night?
No.
You didn't.
No. No, on the first night I was already fighting, guys.
To get some.
No, like we were already fighting. I was already discovering who this person is. Like, I was already discovering ukuthi muthu o itse o so ha so o so.
Yeah. But your intimacy, how was that like? Because it sounds like it was a roller coaster,
Oh, it
man.
was the worst. I guess that's what. Yeah, it was the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst.
I'm a Makoto.
That can't be that bad. What happened?
You can't say that because on the show, at some points, it seemed like as if you guys were even planning to have
That's
a
the
baby.
thing.
Especially with Palesa.
No, Palesa.
Oh, no, yeah, my side, yes.
Palesa, they were.
Yeah, you had a pregnancy scare, eh?
Yeah, we had a pregnancy scare, Tshepo. Yeah. But that's not indicative of anything. I think he was pretending quite well. Very, very well. Like, if you were me, you would have also bought into it. Even production bought that. Because they would come to me and say, Palesa, we're so happy for you. You guys seem in love. I mean, you guys also, the nation also believed it. And they were like, you know what? This is a good couple. We're rooting for them. But he was pretending very well. So the first night it happened, the first time it happened, I was a bit underwhelmed, I won't lie. But I never mentioned it on the show because I wanted to give this thing a fair chance.
Yeah.
So that if it succeeds, it doesn't bruise his ego.
When you say underwhelmed, what do you mean? Like, are we talking size? Size, yeah. Size, yeah. Size is size. Hey.
Yeah. Someone said he's not a
He's a grower. He's not a shower.
No, not him. Like, someone said he's not a shower.
So-
He's a grower.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought to myself, like I had a silent conversation. I was like, you know what? After this experience, we'll find out other ways to see how best we can work with this, right? And then, yeah. And then I said to myself, because of the size, he's definitely not going to cheat. Because why would you show people that?
Why would you put someone through that?
Why? Like, it's our secret.
Yes.
Our little secret.
Our secret. I'm going to keep it safe.
Our little secret. Mphaki. Because you think I
I didn't, because if it works out, then it's going to be a dent in our marriage.
100%.
If it doesn't work out, then okay, now you know. But he knows already. Because I could tell even when, it happened that he, so I had to act like I can't see. And I'm going to say something. I'm going to say, oh, so big.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I gave it a fair chance, to be honest.
Something you can work with, you know what I mean? It's not a
we are going to
deal
go
breaker.
to a specialist, and find out how can we work with this thing. This
And
is
there's
what
also
they
like
have.
Speaking of
oral hands,
specialists.
there's foreplay. There's so many ways,
There's so
to
many ways.
work around
Speaking
it
of
to help you
specialists.
get to that place. Sorry.
So with me, right? He said to me, listen, dude, I would like to take 2 months without intercourse for us to get to know each other.
Whoa, he said that.
Yeah. He's
Wow.
like, let's take 2 months
What a
and
man.
get to know each other and whatnot. And I remember at first I was like, yeah, cool. Sharp, right? And then day 2, I think it was day 2. No, actually not day 2. Yeah, after that picnic that we had outside, where he apologized and whatnot. And then after that, because the camera would leave. We were at in a villa, just the two of us, and we'll just chill and whatnot. So we're busy watching TV there, and we're trying to make out. And he's like to me, dude, listen, I don't know how to foreplay. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know how to foreplay? He's like, I'm not really into foreplay. Even kissing, like I prefer kissing girls with small lips. I don't think I know how to kiss.
Whoa.
So I was like, okay, I appreciate your honesty, but how is this gonna work? You know, because I'm sexually.
Yeah.
You know, I can never get into a marriage where someone is asexual or doesn't have sexual desires.
Makes no sense.
That's why that question of when they ask, are you asexual? It actually derived from somewhere. So now I'm like, okay, then wagwan. Then we've been trying. It's like, okay, you know what? Let me call men's clinic.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah.
We're making out. We've been making out. But then, you know, it's just...
Making out is kissing.
Kissing. Just kissing.
Okay.
But it's also kind of weird. And I'm like, okay... Who is she more? Like, what's going on, my guy? Are you attracted to me? Let's be honest. Because I don't think... I even said it. I even said it to Portia at one of the scenes. I'm like, I don't think he's attracted to me.
Yeah, I remember
honestly speaking. Because I've been with guys who are attracted to me. I mean, just a touch.
And it's game over.
Without even a touch sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes
Just a
even
look.
stir.
I know that story. You know the story.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
So he was like, okay, let me he made the first call. And I remember we're together in our honeymoon thingy. He makes the call. He's like, listen.
To men's clinic?
Yes, he made a call to men's clinic.
Was it inspired by production?
No, this is what's going on off camera.
Oh, okay.
This is what's happening off camera.
Okay.
He calls men's clinic. Is like, I just got married and my wife and I are having like difficulties in the bedroom. You know, I'm struggling to get it up. Wada. So they're like, okay, no, it's fine. We'll help you. So now we're only moving to Taba Echo because we're at the Blythe at our honeymoon. We're only moving to Taba Echo on Monday. And this call was made on Friday. So they're like, okay, Monday come through, right? And now this is our little secret. No one knows about it. Production doesn't even know about it. We're good. Now we get to meet with other couples. How the story changed. I don't know who he had a conversation with. Then all of a sudden, he never wanted to go to men's clinic. He was like, it's because you're disrespectful. It's how you speak to me. It's how you talk to me. That's why I can't even get it up and whatnot.
Oh, wow.
And the conversation with the uncle came through on some Makoti. Because the uncle followed me on Instagram after the wedding. He used to watch my stories on Instagram and I'd show him, Bona, Mandla Mahlangu is watch. Then he randomly asked one day, Makoti, what's going on? I've got the screenshots of our conversation and the voice note that he sent. Can I play the voice note?
Yeah. Please.
I think I have the screenshots as well.
So I was like, yo, Malume, it's tough. This guy is...
Oh, that's yours.
This guy is not who he says.
Took spills first. Yeah, so what is easy? So, boy, yeah.
And you're not flinching.
Let me read the screenshots he sent us, right? So this is between you and his uncle, right?
Start with the one where he
It starts here.
Yeah.
So how's it going, Makoti? Are you okay? And then you go, yes, Malum, your son is giving me a hard time. I don't think I'm going to come out of the show Mahlangu. I try to make things work, but there's so much that Nkululeko is not honest about. First day we met, he said he doesn't drink and smoke, only to find out that he drinks and smoke, and he has history of hardcore drugs. He's hiding behind the Bible and Christianity. Your son is not who he says he is, even his sexuality. I don't think he's attracted to me because we've been struggling in the bedroom. He wants to paint me a happy picture, but I'm dying and suffocating. I've been trying, God knows, Mara, I can't anymore. He always acts a victim. We fight every single day. You even alluded that he's attracted to men, eh?
Yeah, at some point, because he said to me, during that period of 12 years, there was a time where he went to Dubai and a man paid for his resort. Now it's like, at some point, it was like, I don't know if I was attracted to men or women at some point. And then during that conversation, because he was telling me while crying, we're having a DMC. I was like, you know what, dude, it's okay. I've actually had something with a pansexual guy before. So don't feel bad.
Yeah.
We can still work
on
through
it,
this, but just be honest. Now, when the cameras are here, don't now be this guy that I can't even recognize.
So was that the paid for sex? Like someone paid for sex for him?
No. No one paid for sex. He said someone paid for a trip for him to go to Dubai.
I'm not sure. There was a story where he was.
Oh no, he said someone paid. No, it was that's another story where he said someone paid him for sex. Yeah, he used to ask people to pay him for sex.
Here's the uncle's reply. It's quite long, ne? He goes, yo, that's deep. Geesh. Before you entered, I really spoke to him as a man as to how things should be and what women generally expect. I think his intention isn't the same as yours. He's had his life a bit rough, and the emotional blockages his dad passed on early in his life, and his stepdad rejected him face life on his own, hence the double-sided character he can't trust. He's never been into guys, that I'm sure of. Girls pry on him like flies, so I'm not sure about the sensuality part. Men find honesty very hard. I too find it hard, and it's all in our ego and psychology. We're 80% honest with our partners, but really we find it hard, so his mindset is very imbalanced due to other traumas in his past. He does drink, believe me, he does. He just toned down a bit also with the smoking. I don't know why you couldn't just tell you that. As I say, it's all ego, honestly. And then you've got the voice note. So this is the uncle sending you a voice note, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let me try. Wait.
Do you have it? Shots. Oh, no.
Those are hers.
Okay.
I want to start this one from scratch. It's already playing. How do I... Okay.
Yeah.
Koti, there was something I was hoping to do, but now since all the show and all that stuff, there isn't time to actually have a one-on-one. What I told Nkululeko before going into the show, I said to him, marriage is not a child's play, even if it's a show or anything. Just the name and the institution that marriage is, it's a big deal, and you can't go into a relationship when you yourself are not happy. And you yourself are still trying to find yourself. A man without money is not complete. You get the worst part of a guy. If Motuo has to be sharp financially. To us, finance means a lot. You understand?
Facts.
Finance to us dictates who we talk to, who we marry, who we approach, who we have sex with, who we vibe with, places we go, who we interact with. Finance plays a very big part in our lives. And I said to him, dude, I think you're rushing into something where you're just going to choke yourself. That's the honest truth. That's what I told him. Because I can see how even now when I'll so be sharp. You understand? Even me, Koti, I'm not in a committed relationship because I haven't actualized myself. There are goals that I want to reach first before I can get someone into my life. You understand? So, I'm just dilly-dabbling here and there. It won't work out because I'm not in the good space. The man has got to lead. The man has got to take charge. The man has got to play that leadership role, you know?
Why does it sound like the uncle wants your chops? Eh?
Yeah. Hey, the uncle got that voice. He's got that tolerant voice.
Which Malume is out here sex and Malume.
It's too invested, dog.
Even me. Look, I'm not in anything serious.
I'm not in anything serious.
Dabbling here and there. Because, a man must be.
I'm a good man.
Yeah, he sounds like the uncle also. He sounds young.
Yeah.
His view all your stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're conscious, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
He
what
likes
man
all
wouldn't
your
want
stories.
you, bro?
He likes-
Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah.
No, he
And
views,
even worse,
he
now he
views my
knows
stories.
that
Even now,
I'm
he
trying
still
to-
views my stories.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
So you'll be a Mahlangu after all.
No, never. It's not my style.
So tell me about the first time you guys actually did. What's that like, man?
Do what?
The deed.
It was a struggle. Mac, it didn't even last for a minute.
Damn.
60 seconds, man.
That's bad, man.
A minute, we all know.
That's bad, man.
It was so bad. Like, that's why I'm like, it was so bad. Because also, you know, with him,
A minute has just passed,
I'd
by
hear
the way.
him. I'd hear him go to his friends and talk about, yeah, you know, today we just had, and I'd be like, oh, Sham, you just have to say that because you're with the majitas.
Hey.
But
He was on a podcast. Can you play the video where he's talking about the Viagra story?
yeah, that's what Malume said he must go and get.
Oh yeah, can you play that clip from what podcast is this? Oh, I don't even know what podcast is. But just let's hear what he said.
It's this type of woman before, right? I know soft women, right? So, khona lelanga manje ngibuya esipanini I'm frustrated. Ngithi let me call my uncle. Abona, hey, Mandla. Yazi kuyenzeka sona uMandla athi ungitextile uMakoto ku Instagram uyangitshela. Exactly. And I was shocked.
Makoto knows your uncle?
Angu he was at the wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was at the wedding.
Followed her.
So
And he followed
what
her.
she did now is find him on Instagram
No,
to be like,
he found her. He found her.
So mina uncle lama zange ngitshele ungitshelile ukuthi ukhulume naye.
Okay.
So manje mina I'm frustrated about this, right? Because nami sengiyazibuza in K. Or is it Mary? Is it maybe because of your past?
Yeah.
Yabona so wenza izinto right? Is it that? Is it yabo?
Ikama.
Yeah, ikama.
Yeah.
Athi ubhuti wamayi. Vaya lapha eSasol ntwana yami khona ipilisi 72 hours. Hey uzomenzani lo muntu? Yazi ngithini?
Because Mako, wait, did you get it?
Ngithi lalela. Yazi ngathini? Ngathi say no more. Maya to the nearest Sasol. Ngathi ngafika ngathi 72. Ngathi 72 what ngithi that pill. Yabo? Angilithola ipilisi. Ngilithathe immediately. Immediately. Yangishayisa. Shaya ibhadi khona lapha. Now I'm on the highway. I'm driving home.
Yeah.
Njani? Sengije. Engqondweni yami ngithi ngiyomenzani? Ngithi ngiyompethula ngithi ngombeke konke. The minute I got home, ngivula umnyango ngibona hlele couchini. Ya la. Yaya phansi azange iphinde ivuke.
1 minute later.
Hey.
No.
I don't know what happened.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you.
Shit, aye. That's wild. That's
Oh, man,
wild.
that is crazy.
Like for you to even kickstart it at the age of 31, that's crazy.
But it happens, bro.
No, you know what? Because maybe it's no, it does. Maybe it's performance anxiety. No, performance anxiety is a real thing amongst healthy young guys. You know, because of he knows that this is a TV show. Yes, there's no cameras, but also she's maybe also a stranger, and there is this expectation of great performance. It could be a whole lot of things, and you may find that he's healthy. It's just performance anxiety.
Tell us
Maybe.
more, guys.
So
We
that
don't
minute,
understand.
what happens now within that minute? So
I'm like, I remember there was even a time, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe this is too much. Relax. Let's try something else. Let me try to give you head.
yeah, that works.
Every nigga loves hate.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
works. Head is the guarantee.
Yeah. Secret
Kickstart.
weapon.
Yeah, secret weapon. Kickstarting.
Yes, I'm a
Right?
Yeah.
This is my
Mad.
first time. And I don't just give head to
Yeah,
him.
you gotta be someone special.
Yeah.
Before I could even, he jumped. I was like, okay, you know what? Bye. I'm going to the kitchen.
Damn.
That's when it hit me. I got to this can't be it. Like there's something wrong, or maybe I'm just not. You know what? I don't even want to make it about him. Maybe he was just not into me.
Yeah, that's also possible. Yeah.
Okay, then, but you said it happened, but it didn't even last a minute. So
Yeah.
If now You trying to give him head, he jumps away, you go to the kitchen.
I just
There's
leave
no
it at
sex
that.
in them.
Yeah, there was no sex like that.
Penetration,
Like I wish I could explain it. Even before it could even go, it goes. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Before it could even go in, it goes.
Yeah, that sounds like
And I was
a
like,
mental thing more than a physical thing. Because he can get it up. It sounds like it's a mental thing.
But drugs will do that to you guys.
that's
remember?
the thing.
Mm.
That's
real?
the thing. Yes, they do that.
Well,
Because I
drugs.
did some research. I go to okay, Coke does that.
Oh, you did some drugs as well?
No, I'm saying I did
research,
research.
research.
No,
Okay,
no.
got you,
Come
got
on,
you.
man. When
Hold on. So Coke fucks with your sex?
Yeah.
As a man with your sex?
Like over a long time?
Why are you acting like you don't know, sir?
I don't know. I've never done Coke. I've never done drugs.
Yeah, fact check that
At
for
all.
us.
I've never done drugs.
Fact check it for us.
I've done weed. I've done no drugs. Never done drugs. Guys.
But listen, we don't want to leave you out. Feel like
We
you.
don't want to leave you hanging. Like, you know, someone's thing.
What voice notes do you want to play us?
Okay, so when the show aired,
Okay.
a lot of Tshepo's victims, and I'll say victims.
Can you give us a second? Yes, fact checker.
According to what I see here, it says that it does have a significant harm on your sexual desire and performance, and it applies to both women and females.
Yeah.
For real. I
possible,
thought
yeah.
Coke makes you rock all night because rock stars and all these super rich people do it.
Yeah, but if you
Over
take it like 12
long.
years, over long. Yeah.
Over a long. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
12 years.
It has a ripple effect over a long period of time. Okay.
12 years of slavery.
Because
You're a slave. You can't master anything.
Yes.
You guys are
So-
crazy.
yes, Palis, yes.
when the show started airing, I kid you not, my DMs were flooded. Tshepo's exes were sending me messages. Please tell me that you're no longer with that guy. So I think I'll just highlight the ones that sticked out for me.
Yeah.
There was a time where he faked the whole Kotiza thing and orchestrated for the mother to send a fake voice note and lie. So the mother lied. It happened. You guys saw how it played out. And remember, it's a reality show. So I wasn't acting when I wore the attire, when I was ready to go. And he was, hugging me and say, cry if you need to cry. Cry if you need to cry. I'm here for you. It wasn't orchestrated. That was a real thing. I really thought that we were going to shoot the scene, first scene, and then second scene en route, and then we go to the vow. So one of the ladies sent episode 1, was it EP1? Yes, EP1, he alluded to the fact that he once turned at the door of Lobola and with the ex. And I don't know, something happened. But then the ex reached out to me and said, no, what he did to you, he also did to me. He faked a hijacking. After the grandfathers and the aunts and uncles came from all corners of the world, he then faked a hijacking and gave fake documents and all of those things. And the father was obviously pissed off and wanted to beat him up.
Yeah, manhandle him.
Yeah.
His dad.
His dad, yes. But I don't know how that thing played out. I don't. The only reason why I'm mentioning it is because on the show, it looks like I'm making things up when
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
This guy's got a problem, and I don't know how. You guys need to understand, because she explained the process. The process is quite gruesome. So anyone would let their guard down. Anyone would walk in saying, I'm safe. This is literally a safe space. But trust me, the streets are much safer, according to me, because I met the devil himself and I lived to tell the tale. So this man, there's another lady that said, Palesa, I tried getting this guy arrested. This guy took a screenshot, a picture of us having sex. So I think it was dog style. Yes. And took a picture without the lady knowing.
Consent.
Yes, without the lady's consent. And he just ghosted the lady. I think it was around COVID times. Ghosted the lady and said, if you ever call me again, I'm going to make you go viral. So,
Yo, revenge porn.
No, that's...
yeah. So it's just one of, and that's the only reason why I'm mentioning these, because he's going on podcasts talking about, and he's lying. He's lying. On set, nobody liked Tshepo. Nobody liked Tshepo because Tshepo said, and I feel like because of the editing, he was saved from a lot of backlash.
Yeah.
He said so much about me.
Yeah.
There's a lady by the name of K Tatiana on TikTok. And I don't know how she got that information about the things that Tshepo was saying whilst we were shooting. I think she knows people on the production side. And Tshepo would say things like, oh, I don't want to be with this girl and whatnot when I'm not there. Ne? And when we are shooting, he acts like we are happy.
Nkululeko would do that too.
You know, trust me, he just wanted clout, which was very stupid because there's so many things that you can do for clout. You don't have to play with someone's emotions. You don't have to. Even if you look at episode 9 or 10, we were on the bed. He was talking about, I want us to isolate ourselves. I want us to go back to where we were and whatnot. And as a person who went there with the right intentions, you would think that even he has the right intentions, because why would you be on national TV just for fun, just for games, and get married out of, and involve family but the lack of participation on his side was the first sign.
So this voice note we're about to play, what's going on here?
That's when he faked the hijacking. So the lady's just telling the story.
Okay, just play it first. Let's hear. Hopefully it's the right one because it's quite a few. Right?
Yeah.
Sibling rivalry is a fact. He hates Eddie, but Eddie has every right to hate Tshepo.
Who's Eddie now? Pause.
The brother.
Oh, the brother.
Yes.
You said sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Eddie Tshepo sounds like
so Tshepo, that's why the brother's not at the wedding, because the brother knows Tshepo better than he even cut off the family, allegedly. Yeah.
Okay.
The sibling rivalry is a fact. He hates Eddie, but Eddie has every right to hate Tshepo. You know how Tshepo is now. That boy has been like that. And the reason why Eddie moved so far is because he could not stand the evil that this brother has. When I spoke to Eddie, he was like, no, are you sure? This guy indirectly was warning me. But I was not, and obviously the signs were there from start. I don't have a child, Palesa. And the lesson I took out of Tshepo's relationship.
Sure. Okay. Another voice note.
He cancelled Kadi last minute. This is the only person who had been willing to be his friend since primary. Nobody. Jack will tell you, nobody wanted to be Tshepo's friend because of how he behaved. This is not a now issue. He's been like that since primary, in high school. Nobody likes him. Nobody wants him. And his mother has done this. His mother has fueled his habits and spoils and how he behaves. Listen, that day when all of a sudden at the brink of negotiations, his mother gets a call, Tshepo's been robbed. Robbed in the Val. What? Traffic. There was traffic. What? In the Val at 11 o'clock on a Saturday? The fuck? Excuse my English, but
That's fucking crazy. Is it true he still stays with his mom in the vault?
Yeah, he lied. He lied to production, guys. He lied to production. He still stays at home. He was honest to me, though, and I appreciated that at the honeymoon, right? At the honeymoon, he said, Palesa, I just got employed now, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I'm about to finish my 6-month probation. I was unemployed for 3 years. And I'm about to finish my 6 months probation now. And I said, you know what? And he said, we doing this, right? Me and you must just know that I'm rebuilding my life from scratch and I'm going to rebuild with you. And I was like, sure. I appreciate the honesty. At least I know what we're doing. So that's when we were both comfortable because he was honest. He was honest about his relationship with his father. There's no relationship there. He's very close with his mother. And the brother, obviously, it's non-existent. Yeah. But that's when we moved to, looking at houses, looking at, how much do we earn? What,
boom, boom.
Yes, you know what I mean? That's how we unpacked the whole thing. So we had those kind of conversations. But nonetheless, Tshepo is a pathological liar. And I am slightly disappointed, to be honest, very disappointed with Muffs, because it's
Muffs is
married at first sight. Yeah, I am with the pairing, to be honest, because for me, Tshepo shows traits. Yes, or the experts. Yes, sorry, the experts at married at first sight, because Tshepo shows traits of a psychopath. Tshepo will never show anger. He's like, who's that guy on Netflix who used to slice those ladies?
I know who you're talking
Dexter.
about. No, there's a lot of them, man.
Yeah, there's a
There's
lot
a lot of
fucked up
them.
niggas
Yes,
with,
like he
Ted
will
Bundys
never
of
for
those
just because he doesn't show that just because he doesn't show emotion, it doesn't mean that he's got a high EQ. He's got a problem. He's got a serious problem. And when taking pictures of people while you're having sex and, trying to blackmail them with pictures and faking Lobola and promising there's another one actually that that came on my DMs and said, hey, Palesa, no, the friend actually came on her behalf. I can't say the name, but he allegedly said, he's just going around asking for babies, asking for marriage and whatnot. And to find a person like that on the show, and you think that this is a safe space for me to find a potential lifetime partner, that is just crazy. It's dangerous.
So Maf should have done better due diligence as far as who ends up on the show, like
exactly.
proper due diligence.
Because even the lady that came on the show at the reunion, right? She was on a relationship. She was in a relationship with Tshepo for 4 years, on and off. But then there was another one. So both relationships were running at the same time. Concurrently, yes. So it was crazy. And for me, but that lady, I didn't even speak to her for that long. I just gave the number to production and I said, don't tell me everything, right? Just, as long as you want to be on the show, it's okay. Because I think the whole thing of Tshepo saying, Married at First Sight, production is on his case and they want to bring him down. No, production is trying to make awareness to say, ladies, there's a guy by the name of Tshepo Mia who does A, B, C, and D. Be careful. There are many guys like him, right? He came on the show, yes. And I just want to clarify something. There was a time when, I think it was episode 4, when a call came on in the car. And I remember calling one of the producers and I said, hey, listen, this guy is always having secret calls in the bathrooms, in the kitchen, in the bedroom. He'll go to the other bedroom and have calls and what. And he's whispering. And I said, Dad, can you investigate him? Because if he is indeed in a relationship, he's not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And they said, no, Palesa, we can't release him off the contract without any proof. And I'm not saying the entire production. I just spoke to one. But I will say production because that one person is part of production and represent the whole, right? So I was speaking to one person. I said, okay, another incident happened. We were in the car. And they said, Palesa, we don't have proof. Do something, like give us something, So I said, you know what, because I really want to be freed from this. I left my son at home with the helper. And I'm here with some guy that's busy with different, on an experience.
Who doesn't want to be you,
Who clearly doesn't want to be here, right? And not follow it. And he was giving everybody grief, including production. He had to be begged to shoot. He had to be begged so many times.
He would chase production away sometimes.
There was a time, remember when there was a knock on the door, when he was banging the door.
Yes.
2 days before, he chased the entire production out and said, get out. We're not shooting anything. And people were like, why didn't Palesa open the door? Palesa didn't open the door because Palesa has seen another side of this guy, which you guys haven't seen on camera. So fast forward, they said, Palesa, give us something. And I called and I said, hey, does MacGyver Mokwebo, can I please speak to MacGyver Mokwebo? They said, there's no MacGyver Mokwebo. MacGyver anything. And they said, MacGyver, there's no MacGyver here. And I said, fine, I've got my proof. Let me give it to production. I gave it to production, but instead of releasing him, they used that as content. So everybody's like, why did Palesa call the workplace? And that is going to affect me for the rest of my life. Because every guy is going to say, no, this one calls the workplace. I've never done that, but I wanted to be released from the contract. I wanted to be released from the contract and find proof, which is something that they should have done. Which is something that they should have done because I gave them the name and the surname.
You wanted to add, Makoto?
Yeah, man. Like, there's a lot that happened. Because one thing that I've realized about Tshepo Nkululeko, they would say anything to make themselves look good. I mean, especially with the sex part. If you ask Nkululeko right now, on the reunion, he said, I had a boil on my vagina. In other episodes, he said I was on my period. That's why we couldn't have sex. So I don't know what else he's going to say to justify his story as to why everything was happening the way that it's happening. I remember this one time, my grandfather passed away while I was still shooting the show.
Oh shit!
Condolences. Sorry.
Sincere condolences.
So yeah, dude, I was told, is it my fault that your grandfather passed away? But that's a story for another day. Nkululeko, by the way. Yeah,
Man of God.
So Nkululeko, he will. You know what?
But what's the context of that conversation?
Okay, so we just came back from the dinner with the Luvalos, right? It's me, Portia, Bongani, and Nkululeko. We're chilling. I remember the Luvalos actually didn't want to stay. They just said, dude, can you guys order stuff for us and then we'll come and pick it up. So Nkululeko and I were having dinner by Taba Eko's restaurant, whatever.
Yeah.
So they join us and we're chilling, we're having fun. And then I remember Portia was like, we're talking about the types it's a And Portia she said it in front of Ubongani even. Would say, listen, type ya kakaniti, ki someone who looks like Lawrence Malek. And he was there. He was like, I asked for someone who was 25. Nkululeko also said, yeah, I also wanted someone like that. I also mentioned. And then it came to the money part, where Portia was like, honestly speaking, ke batla monna o tlong spenda tjhelete o mphang tjhelete. Nkululeko says, I don't believe in giving women money. And I'm like, the fuck? Then that means you're not capable of being my man then. If you're going to say it out loud like that, you're not capable. Then Bongani was like, no, but you can't say that to your husband. I'm like, no, like he's not capable. So there was a back and forth with that. It started with that conversation. And then Bongani was like, nah, your wife doesn't know how to speak to you. And then we left, right? I remember when we got outside, he still wants to say, hey, baby. I'm like, don't call me baby right now. Like, we're not here now. So we get home. He wants to talk. And I'm like, Nkululeko, because we used to sleep in separate bedrooms. I guess it's a 2-bedroom. So I'm like, I'm going that side. Dude. Like, can we just stop? I don't want to talk to you. Can we just stop? I want to go to my room. He's like, dude, is it my fault that your grandfather passed away? I want to talk to you. I'm like, net for dating.
And that tension wasn't created by the
I'm
loss
like,
of your grandfather.
no. I literally just received a call in the middle of a tension. Like, I literally received a call around my 11 or something. And then I was like, net for dating. Net for a fact that you can say such things, and then when the camera gets here, you want to act like, I never said that. You're going to have a very bad experience. And then, no, wait. I go to the funeral. When I come back, I find Palesa passed out. It was Nkululeko and Tshepo in the balcony. I think Neba Brailo, what?
Yeah,
Nele Brailo, right? I find Palesa passed out. Tshepo was like, yo, dog, come through.
To you.
Yeah, one piece of I go into the bedroom. Palesa passed out, but weirdly, she's naked.
Hi, boy.
Let me take you back.
And your husband is
He
calling
opens
people.
the blanket like this, like
opens the blanket. No.
So in his thing, it's like, in effect, he ravished her so much that she got tired by rounds. Got it round.
It's not true. We went out for a drink. We went out for drinks, but literally we just had one drink each, and then we went to buy meat to fry at home. It was a Sunday, I remember very well. I was sitting outside. We were at the balcony. You're right. We were buying. But I don't know that you guys came because I passed out. Tshepo came with a glass of wine. I did not ask for a glass of wine. He just gave me a glass of wine. Babe, here's a drink. I'm like, oh, okay, cute. But I didn't ask for, because I don't want to drink. I normally don't drink on Sundays because I wake up very early. I wake up at 6 o'clock on a Monday. I have to go to work. And work is far. So considering that we had moved to somewhere else now, Taba Eko. So the last thing I remember was me drinking that one glass. And then I woke up the next day confused.
No way.
Confused to the core. I went to work, but I didn't think of because even when I spoke to the CEO, I'm like, I don't know what happened. I was so confused. I didn't even think of taking blood tests or anything like that. But I even asked them, can you please check the footage that day. What happened? They checked and they said no. But he's an IT guy. He was the first one to discover
So that day you only drank one glass.
I had one. I don't even think I finished that
way
glass.
You were in a carre.
Let me tell you, when I came back, I went to Makoto. They were upstairs. I went to Makoto's apartment with Nkululeko. And when I got there, I think I had some products because I work for a cosmetic company. I get some products. I wanted to give her some. And then Makoto said, "What happened yesterday?" And I said, "No, Tshepo and I went out." And I kept it there because that's all I could remember, right? We went out for drinks during the day. And she said, "But your state was not okay." I'm like, "What happened? What happened?" That's what I'm saying. It's very dangerous, guys. You are in the hands of someone who shows signs of...
Do you think he spiked you?
I don't have proof, so I don't even know. But I asked them, I dare you, I double dare you to ask production. I asked them to check. There was a day they sat and went through the footage that day. Because we had cameras in the house, right? In the apartment, yes, 24/7. Just in the lounge, in the bedroom, there was nothing. So he could have. That's why I jumped when that lady said he took pictures of her while. And then with this lawsuit, because there was a lawsuit post shooting where Tshepo wanted footages removed from the editing, where Bongani asked about the abuse, where he throws my clothes outside, where he said, "Palesa Makoto sharp." Because there was he wanted that removed as well. He wanted a lot of things removed. He wanted to edit the show basically himself. And I think it didn't go well, clearly, because production had to put together evidence to say, this is what we have. And these are the statements that we have.
There was an allegation, from him saying that you laid hands on him.
I never. You guys would have known. Tshepo he reacts instantly. It would have been such a big thing. He would have pressed charges by now if that was the case.
You're saying Pinduka?
I'm sure Nkululeko would come here and say the same thing, because I feel like there's so much that I'm picking up, especially with Tshepo and Nkululeko. They've got stories ready post-show. Like, that's money that we used to contribute to buy stuff in the house. Because after the honeymoon, production was like, okay, we're done now giving you guys the honeymoon thing. Yeah. Now you need to now show us how you're going to live as a couple, finances, whatnot. So those money, the screenshot of the money that he said, that's money to contribute to buy food, cleaning stuff in the house. And both of us were doing it. So whatever that narrative...
But wasn't he paying for your nails and stuff?
Dude, that's the nails that he said I must put his name on. You're not going to tell me to put your name on my nails and expect me to pay for it. So
when Tshepo showed, opened up the sheets or whatever to show her, what was he showing you?
Would say how he, when someone is like, "Yo, dog, how can we into someone I did today?"
And I don't even remember.
She was like, "Yo, come see what I did to her." But he was joking. He was basically trying to say, "Yo, I ravished her. The rounds and look how tired she is."
Hold on. And when you had the glass of wine, you were clothed.
Fully clothed. I was wearing a dress.
Whoa. So you don't know what happened then?
I don't know what happened between taking a glass of wine and the next morning. Yes, I woke up naked, but I thought maybe he, he wanted me to, because the dress was quite tight.
Sure.
So I don't know what happened. I honestly.
So when you saw her, when you saw her, when he shows you her sleeping, is she naked? And this is also in front of Nkululeko.
No, Nkululeko was in there. So which made me wonder, did he even show Nkululeko the same thing? Because I went there alone.
So when you had the glass of wine, it was just the two of you in the house?
It was just the two of us in the house, in the balcony.
So it's possible that Nkululeko was shown because why would you show somebody visiting, right? And the partner of a dude, you're obviously more comfortable with a gent. So it's highly possible that Nkululeko was shown the same thing. It sounds like there was a breakup. Well, there is definitely in both your relationships. What do you think you guys contributed? What did you guys, what were your shortcomings? Because it sounds like they had a lot of shortcomings. lies, sexual things. But what do you think your shortcomings were? What could you have done better, to come to the party and make the relationship work?
Initially, I don't want to lie to you. As much as I can't say I was always innocent, right? Initially, I was, because I never did anything to him. I never did anything to him.
Yeah.
That's why we could go out, and then you would feel like, you know what, this is it. Let me just do something to this son and whatnot. What could I have possibly contributed there in that case? Because we went out, we were laughing. No one is fighting. We're not fighting. We're not doing anything. But the next minute, I take a glass of wine and I wake up the next day. How could I have contributed to that? We were sitting and he offered, we were talking, we were laughing. Hence, I'm saying that just because someone doesn't show a level of anger or doesn't show emotion, it doesn't mean that they are okay here upstairs. Because you need to look at the character traits of a psychopath. Anger is not there. It's just not there. Anger or emotions, they're just not there. Those people they've got, I'll make an example. A person could slice someone up but have the look on their face as if they're looking for a knife in the kitchen or a fork. Something very, like a blunt, like a deadpan look on their face. So, I don't know. I think towards the end, that's when I started fighting for myself, because I saw that we are shooting reality. So production can't interfere with content. Yeah. So if a person is treating you like this on camera and you're just going to take it, then you need to fight for yourself, because no one is, even the experts, they're just watching. They're not saying, this is toxic, this is getting toxic, let's separate these two.
Yeah.
I would have loved for them to say that. But they watched it, and when I went to get advice from the experts, they would say, most relationships that start off as rocky like this actually become successful. So hang in there, right? So I'm not an expert, but I'm listening to someone who's got a PhD in psychology. If they say this, I'll probably consider. And also, remember, I came here for the right reasons.
Yeah.
So I'll consider. I mean, I was married for 9 years, for crying out loud, guys. It wasn't a walk in the park.
Of course.
So I stuck it through. I don't leave when it's hard. I leave when it gets toxic. I leave when it gets dangerous. So it was hard that time. But nonetheless, I don't know.
Makoto, your shortcomings, what would you say yours were?
Obviously, how I reacted to certain things. I feel like my crash out could have been a bit toned down.
Because you crashed out.
No, babe, I'm an actress. Now I fully express my emotions to the, But I feel like I could have just toned it down a bit. Yeah.
Ladies like Makoto, you don't argue with them because you'll never win.
No.
Yeah, because I
Sort it
don't
out in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show them who's boss.
Yeah.
Both team.
Who won now this argument? Who won?
Can I just add my last train of thought? I take accountability for when, like I said, when I started fighting back, we take innocence off the table.
Yeah.
We take victimhood off the table. So when I fought back, I was no longer a victim. I was a woman that was meeting a man where he's at.
Ooh.
If you want to be here, I'm here now. Because I can't be here and you're here. You're going to...
swallow you.
Exactly. So I started fighting at his level, and I take full accountability for that. I don't know what I could have done, but now that I'm here, post-shooting, I can see that, you know what, I could have said, no, I want out. And tap out, but I think I brought a corporate mindset onto set.
That's very
because
mature.
in corporate, you do what you are told. You signed a contract. So if they say these are your duties, you do your duties as that. So I think that I should have, pushed back sometimes. We knew it's reality TV. I've never been on any reality show. I don't know the rules of engagement and how far I can push back. Yeah. So I did everything that they asked me to. Even the recommitment, there was no need because we had already broken up. Yeah. But they said, Palesa, you need to do this, contract and whatnot. And then when I get there, this person is not adhering to the same rules, yet we signed the same contract. Yeah. That's when I was like, okay, do I still follow through with this thing? Because that's why my recommitment letter had nothing to do with recommitting. It had everything to do with my experience on the show. To say, I suffered in your hands. I literally suffered.
Makoto, before we come to you, Can you clarify the Netflix, Uber, Romany Cream situation?
Yeah,
What's going on?
eating healthy, but there's junk food in the fridge, and then it's missing.
Counting biscuits.
Wild, man, wild.
When we got to the apartments, they gave us a start, you know. So the fridge was stocked up, and you know, the pantry and everything else. Yeah. And then I think we bought much later. I think week 3 or week 2. From week 2, depending on, you know, the intake. So obviously for us it was week 2. So
supplies are done. 2 weeks.
Hey, you went lower. He's hungry.
So
Oh, that was hard, by the way. That was
I'm sorry.
during the reunion. It was like, this are the times he gets drunk. I mean, he can't breathe. That was low, bro.
I'm sorry, but it was.
Yes.
I lost my train of thought.
Yes,
So,
sorry. Yeah.
so
Biscuits and
The supplies
Oh,
finished
yes,
in
that
week 2.
is
Yeah.
Netflix. Tshepo told me that his heart once stopped, and he was taken to hospital.
Whoa.
So if someone tells you that, what are you gonna do? You just got married. Exactly. You become cautious.
Health
Yes. So we had that conversation, and even in his interviews, he said he wants somebody that's gonna help him lose weight.
Okay.
And I was quite big before, right? And I went through that journey. So they were like, Palesa, you've been through this journey. We paired you guys up so that, you know, because you know how difficult it is. You know, he can backslide anytime and everything else. So it was with him. There was a scene we shot with the Yendes, which wasn't showed. But I did tell them about that story. And I said, he mustn't take it as if I'm saying I'm not attracted to you. I'm getting there. Like the attraction is building up because of the gestures and you being nice and, you know, us being in the same space, and it's building up. So that's where the changing of the diet came from. But then the lemon cream thingy, remember that package that we got? It had so much junk, chocolates and everything. So I gave that to most of the stuff I gave to production, and then I left some. And then we were having, like he would have, I would have as well. But I just wanted to remove the junk. I even asked that, can we not have cool drink in the fridge so that we can focus and not backslide, you know?
Yes.
Because also I keep my fridge very clean as well, because I know it's easy to get tempted when there's a chocolate in the fridge, right? Because you'll be lazy to drive out and get one in the garage or at the mall. So that's how it happened. And
So he used to hide them.
No, he didn't hide
On
them.
that interview, he said he would buy junk, but you would finish it. You would eat the junk.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. He never bought junk. Tshepo never bought junk. It was the junk that production bought.
And Netflix.
The thing.
Remember,
I would give to production. I would give
Netflix,
to
did
the
he
guys.
deactivate your
He
account?
deactivated, so I had to watch on my laptop. Because if I kicked him out, it was gonna be another fight. So I had to log on to my Netflix and watch on the on the laptop, which was very crazy.
So why did he kick you out on the TV, Netflix?
Because we had a fight, like a very
That's
small
wild.
tiff.
That's
Very
wild.
small tiff.
Okay, back to you, Makoto. You was talking about your shortcomings. Yes.
Yeah, I was saying, you know what? When people are like, this girl was disrespectful, correct. I was. Another thing with me, I always tell Palesa, I'm very aware when I am being the opposite of what I'm supposed to be. Like, I was very, very much aware with how I reacted. When he says, you never gave me a chance to speak. Yes, I really did not, because whatever that you were saying to me wasn't making sense. You know, so I could have reacted differently in some instances, you know. Yeah.
Okay. I got some fire questions for you guys, right? That I want both of you guys to answer, right? I'll start with Palesa. Biggest misconception about you from the show?
That I depend on type of money.
Okay, you, Makoto?
That I'm broken homeless.
Yeah, he said you've been homeless. After
Dude,
the show
you
ended.
know when the show, we shot it in February. So February, you know, it's yearly lease. You always
Yeah,
have to
you renew.
So I was like, before going on to the show, I did not renew my lease because I thought I'm gonna come back with a husband and I'm not gonna move into my man.
So fuck the lease.
But then after that,
Sorry, I'm being silly. So after that,
and then obviously after that, I was just like, okay, you know what? Let me go fix this mess, and then.
yes.
So you currently have a house that you...
Of course, man. I live with my son. How would my son go to school if I'm broke? First of all.
Yeah, and look, if your lease expired and you were away on a TV show, it doesn't necessarily mean you're homeless. Like, maybe not technicality, but not really.
Relationship with the other ladies. How was that like with you guys? Because you had a tiff with, is it Portia?
Nelisa. And
Nelisa, all of them.
Yeah. What's up, guys? What's up? How do you feel about them?
How do I feel? I actually don't have a problem with them. Like, we still chat. I've never met them after the show, obviously. Like, I've went to Palesa's place.
Nice.
We've met, we talk over the phone. But we've never met in real life. I wouldn't say I have bad blood with them. I don't, man. I mean, I don't.
But what did we
did
see?
Portia like Bongs because of the Porsche, ne?
I don't know.
Bongs with the Porsche!
I can't speak. You have to ask her that question. Nah, I don't know.
But they're no longer together, right?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't followed up on that marriage. And you? How was your relationship with the other ladies?
It was good. It's still good. I still talk to Nelly some more. Portia, I think she only started talking to me when the relationship was breaking down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which was very unfair because, 3 months post-shooting, you're only coming now. I thought that I want people to be authentic with me. And I'm going to be real when I'm answering this question. I want people to be authentic with me because I'm also real with people.
Yeah.
So Nedlisa, we sorted out our differences just not so long ago. I was talking to, I think 2 days ago.
Beautiful.
We had a chat. Not a week passes without me talking to Nedlisa.
Okay, if you could go back to the experts, what is the one non-negotiable trait you would add to your list?
Accountability.
Okay.
Yeah.
You Makoto?
Honesty.
Honesty, ne?
Yeah, because I think I was triggered a lot by lies and someone who's manipulative and gaslighting. And so if you can just be honest, tell the truth, even
and
if
honesty.
Even if it's not going to make you look good, you know? Just tell the truth.
If you had to be paired with other husbands, who would you have chosen?
I saw this one coming.
You know me too well. You know me too well. She's a chiller, by the way. If Palesa, who would you have chosen?
None, to be honest. Yeah, I saw them off screen and on screen. None.
I thought you and Bongs would have made a good couple because he seems very mature, level-headed.
When you say you saw them off screen and off screen, it tells me that maybe were they different, all of them off screen versus on screen? No one was consistent.
Now these people have got money. You know, they're gonna chase me after this, so no comment. I saw them on screen and off screen. That's all I'm gonna say.
And you weren't impressed.
Makoto, which other husband would you have gone for?
None.
Hey.
Okay,
why are you saying none? Who do you think I was gonna go for?
I say Bongs.
Why Bongs?
I said Temba.
I said Temba. I said Temba because he's chill. He's chill. He's laid back. What is that?
It's something, bro.
Something's cooking here, man.
That's
Hey, you know
something.
he's a DJ, dog. You know he's a DJ. Temba DJ.
That's the one who's married. Like, don't do that. That's the one who's married. Let's start something.
You saw those eyes goes like that. You saw that. What about anyone from the crew? Anyone from the crew that was your type?
From the crew? No.
Yeah. How was the crew like during the hard times? Like, would they just continue filming, or would they like give you
set
tissues?
etiquette? They're not allowed to talk to us on that level unless they're giving instructions, right? Yeah.
And there was actually, should I talk about it, Mga? That rumor that actually.
Yeah.
Nah, come
yeah,
on.
talk about it.
Yeah, please talk about it.
No, man, that there was so much that was like, I don't know if it was coming from Nkululeko or whoever behind the scenes, or you see how he said I went to Deep Slot to go smash someone because he saw on his.
Oh, yes.
Even on set, he accused me of sleeping with a crew member, some crew member.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
were you guys close or something with the crew?
Yeah, why?
no, man,
why
it's just
that
a sound
crew
guy.
member?
You know when a sound guy, it's a sound guy.
Oh, yeah, man, but the boobs with the lapels and fitsuit.
And also, you know, on set there are people that you meet from previous sets, and then you're gonna see them.
Yeah, because you're in the entertainment industry,
Yes,
so it's a small game.
Just that, Nje, like there was so much, man.
Oh,
Like
squared.
Okay, last question, right? Fire question. Would you do it again? And do you guys think the experiment works? Because there were 4 couples and only one got married.
I would definitely do it again because it did so much for me in terms of character development. I won't lie to you guys. The Palesa that I was before the show is not the same as the Palesa that I am now. Now I'm more cognizant of a lot of things. I've got a bird's eye view. I've got a thick skin now. Like I've changed. I have changed. Yes, it was hard. It felt like a humiliation ritual. It felt like a humiliation ritual. But after a humiliation ritual comes elevation. And I think that's where I'm at now.
Bro, how do you still get with the guy who called you ugly? Like, I found that very...
He never admitted it.
Oh.
So I wasn't sure. He never admitted it. And he never said it to my face up until recommitment. When he said, yeah, that's why your father... And actually...
Wait. What? That's why your father...
Context? Give him context.
Yes, yes, for some of us, I didn't see it.
So at the honeymoon, when Tshepo gets drunk, he overshares a lot. So he told me about the relationship with his father, that he can't forgive his father. And I don't want to get into too much details, but that's like, the umbrella of it. So I said to him, no, you're not the only one that has got daddy issues. I also have got daddy issues, but I still love my father. My father said 1, 2, 3, 4, including saying that, calling me ugly, calling me whatever. I don't know whether he was trying to protect me from thinking that I'm so beautiful and I can date at a young age. I don't know, because that's the explanation that I got. Because I asked him, why did you call me that? He said, no, I didn't want that thing to get to your head, because I didn't want you dating at a young age. That's the explanation I got from my dad. So I said that I only got an explanation later, right? And I kept it there, right? I kept it there. And I said, you need to forgive your father because if you look at the previous episodes, when he talks with his mother, episode 2, when he talks to his parents, he only talks to his mother. He doesn't talk to his father at all, right? And that's where it came from. It's not like I was sitting there, pillow talk, and I was confiding in him, telling him about my family secrets and my relationship with my... It's not. I know it came across like that, but that's not how it came across. I said to him, you're not the only one. I also had at some point some daddy issues, but I'm over them. This is the Palesa that I am now, right?
So then he used that against you.
He used that against me and said, that's why your father called you ugly.
He dropped that, like out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, unprovoked.
And it reminds me of...
But you went low too. You also said something about his mom.
Yeah, I had to.
What did you say about his mom?
I said, that's why... I said, what? Oh, your mother's a better man than you.
Hey!
No, sorry. I'm sorry I said that, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's move.
Oh, shit. You guys,
While you were talking about trauma, it reminds me of a therapy session that you had with Nkululeko and the expert, amazing woman. She's a brilliant.
Tabang.
That episode, fuck, that was like, you guys were so vulnerable.
Yeah.
It was so deep. I was like, they might come here for fame, but this is another level, bro.
I think also with that, now when, they come and tell you, you've made it onto the show, we found you a match. And Tabang said to me, it's someone who also has trauma, who's been through the most, so they feel like we're both gonna heal one another, which doesn't make sense to me, because why are you bringing 2 broken people together? Will that even make sense? Like, how's about you give me someone who understands that, dude, I lost my mom, my best friend, my sister. Like, there's a lot going on, And one thing that I realized is that most people on that show actually had daddy issues. Not just me, Palesa, even Nkululeko. Even the gents, everyone. I think they brought all the broken people together to say, okay, let's see how these people are going to maneuver life.
Yeah, that session was. How was that session for you? Like, did you feel like you exposed too much?
No, man. Being in the public eye, I feel like someone can learn from my story, Mac. I think a lot of people instead of judging, learn from how can someone lose their mom in June, best friend in September, and still,
Keep a smile.
Still move like nothing happened. Like, I feel like more than anything, people are supposed to learn from us. Because all of us were different characters and we didn't know each other from above soap. And we just wanted love in the most craziest way.
Beautiful.
How's your relationship with your dad currently?
Currently,
and other just male figures, because apparently there's this
I have a
whole
dad
thing.
and I have a dad and my brother. Those are the only two male figures in my life. Mama.
But is your relationship with them good? Because it seems like there's a rumor that they're not good.
No, but obviously, man. After my mom passed, you know how after Lifu, family but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay.
Would you do it again? And do you think the experiment works? Yes.
Would I do it again? No, I think I've done it. I can only do it once and not again. Does the experiment work? 50-50.
Okay.
I feel like at the end of the day, there's still content directors and producers who want a show.
Yeah.
And we want drama.
And
Spice.
if there was no drama,
because Mona Lisa were boring,
be
they were too
honest,
much
to be
in
honest,
love.
Yeah, that's boring. Love is boring, man.
Now, the minute I saw Guti, I'm not walking out of this show with a man. I was like, zang, zang, zang.
I'm going to bring you the drama.
Let's
My
go.
friends are content producers at a reality show. Let me bring it on. That's what I did. That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Play along.
So all of that was deliberate.
Come on.
When she realized she's not walking
When
around
I realized, I was like, let me give you guys golden television.
Yes. Let me show you my range.
Because that's what yeah, because you didn't.
I can cry.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, no, and I'm a crybaby. So you want me to cry right now?
Goes like any question you want to ask.
So with that said, like, do you feel like you got what you wanted after deciding that okay, I'm gonna just bring the drama in this show? Are you satisfied with how you are portrayed?
I feel like, listen, if you now looking for the next villain on a telenovela, you don't have to look far.
Yeah. Facts.
Because I saw the parts, I was a bit like on the parts where you say, okay, I'm gonna take accountability. For instance, when you went to Portia and in front of Bongani, and you said that you don't even like him naked.
You know, also there's content directors.
Look at that.
Let me tell you, like I
said,
said, there's content directors on set who are gonna whisper in your ear to drive the storyline. Who are gonna be like, ask this question.
Yep. Stir the pot.
By the way, is there anything that that wasn't showed that you guys wish was showed?
Oh, so much.
Yeah, no?
So much. The happy side of me. The good side. Because I feel like they just focus on the frustrated and which worked well for TV.
That's your role they
Yeah,
assigned you, yeah.
But
Fed Check, I know you're a big fan of the show. You got a question that you want to ask?
Okay, before I ask my question, I just wanted to say something to Palesa. After today's conversation, I think I grasped something. I felt like you got into the show with good intentions.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Of getting out with a man. And it's just unfortunate that you didn't get what you wanted. And honestly, Makoto, I feel like you and Nkululeko could work out. Let me cook. And the reason why I feel as if you guys could work out is because looking at how he is, like after the show, it shows that you guys have similar personalities in a way. He's loud. I've watched the podcasts with him on it. He's loud. You also have that vibe. It works. But I also understand why it didn't work at that time. And I feel as if it's because you were a powerhouse. And because you were a powerhouse, as what Tabang said, he started playing mental games to expose you while he contains himself, which was unfair in a way. But yeah, I think you guys could work. But anyway, my question to you,
She's
Makoto.
only 16, by the way. She's
Yeah,
a Gen Z.
she's 12.
Yeah.
She's 12. Yeah.
She's 12. She's 12. She's turning 13 next week. Happy birthday, baby.
You go to the yeah, you can. Not a problem. Yeah. Go this way. Yeah, yes.
Okay, my question to you, Palesa, is since you said that you're willing to go back.
It's this one, eh? Right in there. No, this way, straight there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the things happen.
MacG is as pure.
Yes, Pure, you've been summoned. You've been summoned. You've been summoned. Hey, this reality stars. You and Travis in reality stars. Problem. It's your party trick.
Palesa, since you said you're willing to go back, if you were given the blueprint of the type of person Tshepo was or is, do you think you would have settled with it since you've rode the whole show with him all along? Or do you think you were going to say, okay, no, change it and let me try this experiment but with someone else?
I was in it to win it. I was literally in it to win it. Like, for me, it was, I'm done. This is it. I'm just going to chill. We're going to have babies. We will raise our kids. We're going to have a home. Holidays are for kids. Weekends are for family. Sundays are for lovers. That was it. But yes, back to your question, let me tell you my list. Kindness was number one. Number two, because a kind person, when you are faced with a hectic situation, if you're faced with a hectic situation, kindness will help you maneuver things in a very calm manner.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, why didn't it work in your first marriage, by the way?
We were young. We were very young. I think I was 22.
22. He's the baby daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Tindo's father.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, if Tshepo had those qualities and he wasn't there for clout and everything else, I had accepted his body, I had accepted his shortcomings, but the little that I saw at the honeymoon. But then it advanced after that, chasing out production, fighting. He also almost had a bloodbath with the CEO in the bathroom. No.
Oh.
Am I allowed?
There's another one.
There's another one.
Okay.
Yeah, there's another one.
Did you guys meet Basetsana, by the way?
No.
Oh, okay.
We will, hopefully.
Yeah.
Not yet. Yeah,
No,
not
she's
yet.
a queen.
What happened? Why did you almost fight the owner of the production
It was
company?
after remember I said that he chased out the entire crew.
Yeah.
So they had to have a meeting with him because that's the only time the production interfered.
Yeah.
When he threatened one of a female cast member. So in a space of 6 weeks, he had so many victims on set. He had Makoto, a whore. He called Makoto a whore.
yes.
Number two.
Yeah, you said you can't make a whole housewife.
You know how that thing started?
Let me land. Okay, cool. After that, he threw my clothes outside in the balcony. When I came back from work, my clothes were outside.
Oh, man.
Number three, he chased out production and fought with the female producer. And then after that, they had a meeting. Before we shot that scene with Nkululeko, Makoto and I at Kuzima, yes, in Honeydew, they had a meeting with him outside and the CEO had to be there.
Oh.
So I think he's not used to being called out and being accountable. So he felt like, I still need to get this one.
Yeah.
You know, because the CEO is quite strong.
Yeah.
She's sharp, that one.
Yeah.
So at Kuzima, the bathrooms are unisex.
Yeah.
Unisex bathrooms. It's only her that told me that this is what happened in the bathroom. I didn't know. Tshepo didn't tell me. But I asked him, what was the meeting about? What did they say? And then he said, no, they were talking about that incident between me and that female producer where we had an exchange of words and I chased the entire crew out. I said, don't do that next time. You know, we just have a couple of weeks with this experience. Just be mindful. Just be graceful. And that's where the production, because he went on a podcast and said, I didn't want him speaking to the crew.
Female crews,
ladies.
That's where it stemmed from. And I said, you see now, so that's where it stemmed from. Because I said, Tshepo, we just have a few weeks with this thing because it looked like we were making progress. And I said, just keep it together. Just engage with the guys for now because it always turns into a hectic thing. Because at some point, they had a problem with Nelisa. Nelisa is too much. And I said, no, don't take it there because you're going to have the same problem with the Nelisa that you have with Makoto. And it's going to interrupt and affect our experience because what if we have to shoot a scene with Nelisa and Temba? And now you've already made it clear that you don't want Nelisa there, you know? Because there were scenes that we couldn't shoot with Makoto because he had a problem with Makoto. And Tshepo was always sulking on set. Watch episode 3. there was a time where we were not aware that the cameras were rolling. We're in the bathroom. He didn't want to come out. He was crying. He was crying after that whole polygamy situation. Because I ended up giving him silent treatment because he was pushing the polygamy thing, pushing it. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep quiet because if I open my mouth, I might say something that's going to affect us. And it's still early stages. And I don't know where our marriage is going. And like I said, I did not want to taint our marriage prematurely. I didn't want to bruise his ego. I didn't want to say anything about his weight. I didn't want to say much. Like, I just wanted to keep it clean and we have a beautiful honeymoon. So, yeah.
Man, ladies, I just want to say, I hope you guys find love. Thank you so much for entertaining us. You gave us such great TV, one for the books. Where we at now, Makoto? Are you getting calls? Are you on TV, acting? What's going on? Like, what's happening?
I'm behind the scenes now.
Nice.
I want to produce my own, bruh.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm still going for auditions.
But the doors are open now, no?
Yeah, they are.
No?
They are opening.
All the best.
And you, Palesa, where you at?
Are you getting marriage offers? Because you deserve a marriage.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's the hill. That's the hill I'm willing to die on.
Nice.
But right now, no.
Yeah, by the way, how are your guys' DMs? Like, are niggas hitting you up?
Yeah, of course, the DMs
Nah.
are always
Man. Like, I can buy you Romini creams, like...
I ain't counting.
I ain't counting.
Baby.
Penduka, in closing?
Yeah. When I was reading up on the show, obviously knowing that you guys are going to come, I read something like they don't pair you with somebody that you want, but with someone they feel you need. Do you see any traits from these guys? What traits did you like from the guys, or that you were like, yeah, this is perfect for me, the guys you were paired with? Because so far it's just been bad, man.
He was just pretending in the beginning because there's no way he was pretending to be a monster later on. Nobody pretended to be a monster.
But any traits that you were like, that's what I was looking for?
None.
Not to be honest with you, I did mention that I want a man who knows how to pray.
Oh.
I was like, ke batla monna a ratang ho rapela.
Okay.
But there's levels to this. I don't want someone who's going to feel like their church is better than mine. Or their Christianity or like whatever. They know more than I do.
Yeah, they're senior.
Like they're senior. They've got PhD and I'm still... I don't want that. I want, like, we could only pray in front of the camera, but together... We couldn't.
No synergy.
I promise you. We couldn't even listen to the same church music. He plays hill songs. Nna ke batla clap and tap. And the clap and tap already mo fidisa weird.
It's
All right. That's wild, man.
Yeah, so I think, no, they did not give me anything, Shem.
No, thank you guys so much for coming through, man. Round of applause to Makoto and Palesa. Oh, by the way, we've met before. She just reminded me before we started recording.
Did. Cherry Film Festival.
No, I don't think Sol was there, man.
No, you were. Cherry Film Festival. You know Lebu Mutaung.
Soso.
DJ Soso.
I know DJ Soso. Yeah, the lawyer.
Neo Ratebe. They have a film festival. I hosted. We've been hosting it since 2018.
Yeah.
So the first interview, man.
Yes. They put me out there. Yeah.
I interviewed him.
I was there with Tineo Ranaka. Did I get lit with you?
Yeah, you at the lodge. I was there as well, bruh.
Oh, how did it end?
You passed out.
Oh, that's neck. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You passed out.
That's all right, neck.
We are here, man. Get round of applause to Makoto and Palesa. All right, so the ladies have spoken. It's time for the men's conference now.
Yeah, khuluma madoda man. Ghost lady hamba. Khuluma madoda man.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Tshepo Nkululeko from Married at First Sight.
Yeah, what a machine. What a machine.
Ghost lady, just before we started recording, we had to feed Tshepo because he eats around these times.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just Valela will come on Netflix. So
welcome, guys. Welcome,
now
guys.
you know my patterns, ne?
Yeah. Big fan of the show. I gotta say, thank you so much for you guys coming out, taking the time out.
Yeah, thanks, gents.
Before we get into what the ladies said, right? Because they said a lot of shit, man. And we want to give you guys the right to reply, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
But what I want to know, I think a lot of people want to know, why would you enter this, bro? Like, why would you want to enter and find a wife on national TV, you know?
Okay, for me, honestly, right? So Joe, I know a whole lot of girls. Like also my previous life, you know, I've dealt with a whole lot of different types of girls.
Yeah.
So now I walked into this new phase. Yabona ukuthi, I want a woman who has a mentality of building, right? A mentality of having a home, not that loud lifestyle, money, nan. Yes, lezo zinto zikhona, but a person whereby who could like literally intertwine with my vision. So the show for me, it was a thing ukuthi how phela lo muntu lona, they go to psychiatric tests, medical tests. Yabona, they have a job and all of this. So basically these are experts. Yabona, they know marriage. They know what's needed before you start a marriage. So that's what actually gave me confidence to say, at least yes, in ngizamile lana, the goals were not perfect, but lapa maybe ngathola at least 90%. Ganti little did I know, ukuthi no, I'm signing up, you know, to visit hell for a bit.
and you, Tshepo, was it the same thing for you?
I think for me, because I've had a really, really, like, I'd say like a very high standard when it comes to relationships. So I was aiming to sort of go a little bit higher than that. But high.
It wasn't high.
Define high standards.
Like I would say high standards in terms of the caliber of women that I've dated, you know, very highly educated, very career focused, very, you know, big travelers, you know, like when I say travelers, I mean their own money traveling kind of thing, you know. So I thought for me that would be, you know, I'd be finding sort of somebody along those lines who sort of settled down, ready.
Were you hoping for this, or that's what you told the guys when you're in your application, that this is what I'm accustomed to and expect?
Yeah, that's a conversation that we had, I think, during the in-camera interviews that we had, where we spoke about what is it that you want, what are you looking forward to, etc. And I made mention, you know, I gave my list and everything, but it's like you ask for something and then you get literally not even 5% of whatever it is that you've asked for.
That's crazy, man. You know, did you guys watch the Married at First Sight Australia?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Yeah,
so you know what they did there, right? So before the remarriage, what is it called? The
recommitment.
Recommitment, right? What they did is they sent out the guys to meet up with other ladies that they wanted to pair them up with, but didn't make the final cut.
I wish they did that.
And then you choose if you want to stay with your person or you want to go with this new person.
I wish they did
that could have been a match for you.
I wish they did that.
Do that.
Exactly.
I wish they did that. I wish they did that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's start with the right of replies, right? So the main thing when we spoke to Palesa that she kept mentioning about you is that like you're a psychopath, bro. Like in terms of like you might feel a certain way, but not evoke it in your facial structure and stuff like that. What else did she allude to regarding the psychopath?
Yeah, man. She just said you're a psycho, bro. Like, you're emotionally abusive, you know? Help me out. Narcissistic.
Yeah. You're not who you say you are. Like behind the scenes and what you were, you were pretentious.
Yeah, and like you've got victims. You know?
Which we'll get into.
Which we'll get into. But she said a lot of things that really makes you seem like... I'm surprised when he says they did psychiatric tests. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, but how did he go through according to Palesa, you know? Yeah, she made you sound like a sick... You said you're sick in the head, bro. Yeah.
And your take on that?
Look, I think for me it's a very simple thing. Look, after the first week, I'd say week and a half, I had decided that this is not the person that I wanted to be with. And I was not willing to then go ahead and still want to plant myself within a marriage or even a relationship that I knew was not going to work out.
What was the breaking point? What was the red flag? Or what was like the deal breaker?
It was her behavior, especially, you know, off screen. You know what I mean? The conversations that we've had, the telephone calls that she would make, you know, while I was at work and stuff like that, you know, and sort of the smaller yana things, you know, where it's like something happens in camera and then when we're done shooting, then it's a matter of sitting down and saying, no, but we need to correct this thing for next time. You know, so next time if you get asked something, this is how we must sort of approach, you know. And I'm quite surprised that, you know, that she would say some of these things, because in the conversations that me and her had during that time, you know, it will clearly show you to say, you know, who was the psychopath and who was the one trying to sort of structure the marriage and how we appear on TV mostly. Yeah.
And what was your relationship like with the production team? Because I remember I was watching the final. Like, you were close to not even doing the final, right? Do you feel like they represented you in your best light, or like, what was it? Because it seemed like you had beef with them.
I wouldn't say that I had beef with production. I think it was more along the lines of disappointment, because we were sold something next to nothing, basically. You know, we were told during the interviews that we're going to get you an amazing wife, you're going to have an amazing experience, this is a show about love, etc. And then the moment you get into it, then the script changed. I think for me, the production in its entirety, they sold us something that really was just, it was disappointing, to say the least. You know, even the night after the boys' bachelor party, we were being hyped up about our wives. We were being told how amazing they are, etc. So
Wait, so there was a bachelor party?
Yeah, there was, like, in the first, I think in the first episode, eh?
Yeah, it was
in the first episode. So it's like, you know, we were being hyped up and being told, yo, it's going to be the most amazing thing ever. You know, your wives are amazing, etc. Then you come into the space and you find out it is something completely different, you know. And just to correct something, we had conversations about who did, you know, a psychiatric, what is it called? What was that report? Yeah, there were tests that we had to do. Yes, we had to do that, as well as meet as a psychologist. And I remember having a conversation with Palesa where I was like, because me and the guys, we had shared our reports. And, you know, we decided to say, let's go ask the wives about their reports, you know. And Portia and Elisa came back and, you know, according to the guys, they had their reports. But when we asked our partners, like, there was no reports. They didn't even know what we were talking about. So to me, it was kind of like, well, we went through the whole thing, but it's like you were jumped certain stages just to get here, you know. And it made me question the fact that, you know, did production really go all the way in what they deemed as trying to find your wife? Or did they do what they confessed in saying, we wanted to bring drama to the show? So we needed to find people that are going to pull those things in. Because I didn't know, Palesa knew some of the experts. I didn't know that. You know?
Oh, she knew some of the experts?
Yeah. I didn't know that. You know? And, you know, they were advocated for her to come and stuff like that. And I think there was also another story about Makoto being called to come. So, you know, so for me, it was surprising to find out what certain people applied, they went through the process, the proper process. And then there was just these two specifically who just came out of nowhere.
Pastor Cooks, we got to get to you, man. So when we spoke to Makoto, right? She started by saying that, you know, the whole religion thing. She wasn't sure if it was a front because off camera, you know, on camera you'd say you don't drink, you don't smoke, whatever. Yeah. But on camera, you know, off camera you're doing all those things. You had a vape.
You sleep under the blanket.
You're vaping.
So I want to touch in on the religious thing. Was that like an act, or like what was going on with it, according to you?
So it's not an act. And I did say this to her. Listen, my journey started 2023. And if you can actually check my TikTok, I even had dreads, you know. So my journey literally grew as I took the videos. So me being the person that I am, that's what I've learned from the word. Because the word says meditate on the words day and night. If you're meditating on something, what else can you speak? The only language that you know is what you're meditating on. Because now I'm living in a place whereby I'm in a community and I'm also placing myself in that type of sphere.
But were you drinking though?
Well, it's wine. Yeah, I was drinking wine. And I
vape?
I-vape. Nyengayenza kayi-one. Yes.
And then
Angeke ngihamba mama. Hayi engubeni.
I'll tell you, Shein
Bheka, dude. The thing is, I'm a human at the end of the day. You understand? No one is perfect.
No.
I mean, Paul talked about a torment he prayed for 3 times. And when you think about it, if God is going to remove all these things, and said, what is going to humble you? What is going to keep you going back to Him? So there's certain things that ground you so that you can still rely on Him.
What was the history with the drugs, man? Like, what drugs were you doing, bro?
What drugs?
years.
No,
12
Makoto
years.
said you told her, confided in her that you were in drugs
Cocaine, even.
for 12 years.
Hard knock on
We
it.
seem to be confiding a lot, eh?
We seem to be confiding a lot.
Confiding,
But
actually.
guys,
That
this is
you were
my
on drugs for
question.
12 years.
Right. This is my question. You've seen a person, right, who's been on drugs for less than 12 years. Do I look like a person who's smoked drugs? I don't wanna I don't want you to.
A lot of people do drugs. In the entertainment industry,
Yeah.
so many people do drugs. We can't tell. That
Okay,
so
but
it's an unfair question.
no, I didn't do drugs. It's just that I was heavy on the drinking. I was heavy on the weed. You understand? My life was a rock star type of life.
But wait, man, we read a screenshot and your uncle did allude to you doing drugs, if I remember correctly.
My
Ooh, was it a screenshot or the voice note? That one?
Yeah, the screenshot that we
Was
read.
it a screenshot?
No, let's see that screenshot.
Umandla.
Yes, here's a screenshot.
Mandla.
Let me see. Umandla.
Umandla, your uncle.
Yeah, Mandla is my uncle.
Let me find
Is it
the
Mandla Njabulo
screenshot.
Mahlangu?
Who sent me the screenshot? Was it you? Shot?
Man, I can't see.
I
Dudu.
also can't see.
It was from Makoto. So,
Okay, it was. Yeah, yes.
Because I'm getting it. You definitely had a past life.
Yeah.
It was a fast life.
Yes.
With weed, cigarettes, alcohol. You know the usual. But it wasn't drugs.
Yeah, so if
Yeah, because on the message, he just said, yes, I agree that Nkululeko used to drink or drinks and smokes.
Mm-hmm.
So it was never like alluding to a drug, hardcore
Oh
drug.
yeah, because it says he does drink. Believe me, he does. He just toned down a bit. Also with the smoking, I don't know why he couldn't just tell you that. But as I say, it's all ego, honesty, whatever.
Okay.
and that's my brother, that's Mandla.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not saying you do drugs.
Is it
man.
not it's your uncle
But
or
it's a
brother?
Yeah, let me see the.
This is a DM to Mako.
Is that him? No, let's.
Yeah, no, that's definitely him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's definitely
Well, he's
him.
not confirming drugs though.
Yeah, he's not confirming drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not confirming.
So he's not lying, right? So with what's this? The drinking. Really, I stopped drinking. And then I used to drink just on occasions, like when I go out, just to cleanse the palate. But it wasn't a thing of now drinking beer and stuff, only wine, right? And then when it came to the smoke, I was a hardcore smoker, like cigarette smoking, right? So the reason I actually even went back to the faith was to stop smoking cigarettes, right? And I'm not sure if you guys smoke cigarettes and if you've tried. Stopping cigarettes is very hard.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
Oh,
tough.
It's very tough.
Oh, hence the vape.
Yes, so the vape was literally that
The
type of thing.
substitute, yeah.
Yeah, the substitute to go to know I'm going to stop. And it really did help because now I started smoking less. Started smoking less. So the vape being introduced in our marital home, it's because now, stress, you understand? Kuqala, I'm not in my comfortable space whereby the aura is the same, nani. So I'm in a place that is foreign to the things that I do.
There's cameras.
Yeah, bon.
Yeah.
And there's cameras, there's what, and so on. So I did have a vape, you understand? And that vape nakhona yavele yalahleka. I used to smoke like, especially maga nokuqala izinto zakhe, I'd be like just 1, 2, and be like, yo, and then go start praying again. Because I did not want to fall back to that type of person.
What did you think about the relationship between her and your uncle, this Mandla guy? Because she played us some voice notes and we sounded like he wanted the chops, man.
And he was viewing all the statuses, mind you.
Yeah.
And also he followed her.
And he still views the status.
Instagram. Yo, he still views the statuses. Yeah.
So that means he just wanted to chop. You know how men are.
He's your uncle, man.
Yeah, but he didn't say anything to me,
Yeah,
right? And umchita at the end of the day, guys, right? So I don't mind that. You understand? It just also exposes the type of person he is. Wait. Mina angendawo phela ngeke athi intwana kade ngichetha noMakoto ngibona status yangithola. And probably maybe uMakoto type yakhe because our caliber of women are two different types of women. That's what. So I'm not going to be mad that he tried hitting on uMakoto and he wanted all of that. Probably he had his own agendas, right? But Mina, I'm just going to answer what I know is true. Ukuthi kade amfuna or uyamfuna, then that's fine. I did not know. But I'm going to answer to what I experienced and what I know.
Tshepo, let's go to the intimacy, right? When we spoke to Palesa, she said that the sex was very underwhelming. Was it the same for you?
It's trash.
Whoa, the
You're repeating the trash.
The sex was trash. Wow. Word.
Wow.
Whoa.
How?
Yo, man.
Why are you saying that, dog?
You know what? I think we've come from a society where there's this thing that as a man, you're going to have sex with a woman irrespective of who she is and what she's like. And I think for me, it's not the same. When it came to the intimacy thing, it was always coming from her, you know. I mean, even there's times where she would text me and say, like, we haven't had sex in like a day and it's not good and I'm not happy and you're going to make me unhappy and stuff like that. And you don't see me responding in a way that says, yes, Nami, like, I really want it, you know, like, or me saying, yeah, today's Okshaya. None of that, you know. It was mostly all the time coming from her. And sometimes when it didn't happen, there was a level of dissatisfaction. And she would say it.
Yeah. There was also allegations that you were having sex even before the marriage, during the marriage with other girls. How true is that?
I'm still waiting for those girls to come out. I mean, if she knows them, she must bring them and say, no, Tshepo was having sex with this person or that person during the time that we were shooting. Before we shot the show, I was free and I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to do.
Yeah.
If I wanted to sleep with anyone, I could do that. After the show, I could do that.
And is it true you like them on the younger side of life?
What younger side of life?
Like Boma Bantwizi vibes.
How what, Chief?
Yeah.
How what, Chief? For me, I've always wanted people who are literally either my age or slightly a little bit older than me. You know, I mean, even my request, I was happy to say, if they pay me up for somebody who's a year or 2 years older than me, I'll be fine, I'll be happy. But my request specifically was nothing younger than 30.
I can believe that because you did start off by saying you like your woman established.
Yes.
So, you didn't find her sexually attractive?
No, I remember the one conversation, and I was reminding Nkululeko about it, it's like on the first night, the first night after the honeymoon, after the wedding and stuff, you go into your honeymoon suite. And she asked me to sort of help her undo her dress at the back because it was crisscross.
Yeah.
So she went and showered. I was still sitting on the bed. So we had two interconnecting rooms. So originally my room was the side and this was her room. So we were in her room at this time. She went, got into the shower. When she came out of the shower, that's when I was like, okay. Because now remember, we are in the barest form that we can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you start wondering to yourself, the conversation that we were having with the guys, after the bachelor party. Now you start thinking to yourself, was this like the best decision? Because MacG, you're thinking of all the ones that you left behind and, this is what you've been presented with now. So you have to work with what you got.
Because she also alluded that there was a lady who came at the reunion who said you guys were dating for like 4 years. And then she also said simultaneously you were dating someone else as well. Are you aware of that?
So for me, it surprised me because the same lady who came to the reunion, and I need to go and rewatch that episode. I can't remember whether she said we were in a relationship on and off for 4 years. Or she said she knew me on and off for 4 years. Because when she did a TikTok live, I think last week, she said she never said that she was in a relationship with me. What she said was she had known me on and off for 4 years. And on and off for 4 years, guys, let's be frank. It's, if you're not my girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not exclusive.
Yes. Even if I'm in a relationship, if I'm coming to you, then I'm coming to you just for that and that's it. Yeah, you're not my girl, you're not my woman, we're not going out on dates, I'm not buying you flowers, we're not doing any of that. Yeah.
She also played us a voice note of a lady who claimed, I'm paraphrasing it, you guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but she claimed that you wanted to take out Lobola for her and then you staged a hijacking.
On the day.
And it didn't go through and you fell out with parents and stuff. Your dad was mad.
Convinced your mom to lie.
Yeah, and your dad wanted to lay hands on you and stuff like that. What's your recollection of that?
Yeah.
Look, I remember, yes, I did want to pay Lobola, but I think any of that other stuff, you know what, let me put it to you this way, no? I get that there are maybe people that have gone to her or she's gone to people, and that's fair enough, you know what I mean? I cannot be in control of the narrative that people will tell her. Because in the same instance, it's the same thing I told production. I know of these conversations that she's having.
But what is your truth? We want to know your truth.
I wanted to go and pay Lobola. The problem was that we were not able to reach an agreement together with the families.
So you didn't stage a hijacking?
No, for what?
Okay. And that didn't materialize?
No, it never happened. That's why we ended up breaking up, because the families were not sitting down and agreeing. The families had a whole meeting following that. Following the Lobola negotiations, there was a meeting between the parents where they sat down and they discussed to say, what is now supposed to happen in this instance because we're not finding each other. And the decision was it will be left to us. And we made that decision to say, we're going to break things off. And we broke things off.
And then the call from your mother to Palesa, when it was meant for them to meet and stuff, she's saying you coached her or you asked your mom to lie in the call.
So what happened was initially, when you see us on TV opening up the letter for the Makoti, for the Kotiza weekend and stuff, we did that scene, I think it was a Sunday or a Saturday, somewhere there. And this thing was supposed to happen the following weekend. So we do this thing Sunday, I think it was on a Sunday. So Monday, I normally have catch-up calls with my mom. So I call her, I say, yo, this is what's been happening, etc. And she says to me, oh, by the way, I got a call this morning from one of the producers, and they want Palesa to come here, to come and do a Kotiza thing. And I said, we got a letter yesterday, And she expressed to say, I'm uncomfortable about it because of the relationship that Palesa has with her family. So during the wedding, my parents, and I saw them having a conversation, my parents and her uncle, they had a side conversation to find out why is it that most of the family members were not there. Because you saw, it was a bunch of friends and church people and stuff. And the uncle mentioned the fact that there was a really sour relationship between Palesa and her siblings and parents based on her previous engagement. So apparently she was supposed to get married or engaged last year, October, September, somewhere there.
Hey.
And I don't know exactly what happened in the midst of that kind of thing. So what happened was the uncle explained to say the parents were not willing to come because of these kind of antics. And I remember in the first episode, and I might be wrong, one of her sisters who's there does say, Palesa uqadile hape. And I think for me at that time, I didn't understand what she meant. But then in understanding all of the stuff, now I fully understand it to say, okay, maybe there must have been a little bit of tension because her mom came to Joburg and only told Palesa like the day before she left, I'm here, I was at your brother's place, etc. And there was times when she and I ran into her sisters at the mall and it was just like, hi, and that's it. That's what I noticed, this relationship might be a little bit strained. So that conversation with the uncle, between the uncle, my mom, and my dad, was explaining that to say, no, there's a situation between the parents and the siblings, hence why they did not want to participate. So my mom was saying, I'm uncomfortable in doing it because now this is a cultural practice. For a wife to come at Kotiza, you haven't Lobola her, you haven't done anything, is disingenuous because now it's going to create this narrative of now I've fully accepted her and we're not there yet. And I think also part of the reasons why she had said no was because of the conversations I was having with her, and I was explaining to her to say, I'm uncomfortable in this situation, I'm not really happy, these are the incidents that are happening. But she left the decision up to me. Where production faltered was there were 2 voice notes that I played. They only played the second one. And you can hear in the second one, she's saying it's still a no. When it starts. Meaning that there must have been another prior conversation that happened.
What was the first voice note saying?
She was explaining that to say the uncle and the family, there's a strain, so I don't want to be a part of that.
Gotcha.
So I spoke. She even says, I told them, if you want to do this thing of your show, go ahead and do it. But this one, it's a no.
No question. Yes, makes sense to it.
I just want to go back to the part where you talk about the matching, right? So, because I feel like there's an ego play here. Now, you say that because the fact that you've got this certain type that you've been attracted to, going on the show, it means that you've not been successful. So why do you want to carry that mentality of these are the kind of women I'm attracted to? And then when you meet someone, it's not about, okay, let's put attraction aside, let me get to know you. You understand? And also she mentioned that you said you are out of my league. So it was almost like you're impressed at the kind of woman she is. And it came out of you. They said, yo, you are just out of my league. You're not generally the woman I get attracted to.
You're too old.
I've never...
Not too old.
No. Palesa said... Palesa said, she said, I've never dated somebody...
Yeah, so mature. Of this caliber.
Successful,
kind of
got her own things.
Yes, the conversations you guys were having.
Is this like one of those Transnet leagues, like where you start like beyond amateur? Like Sadlalang, like as gents on the weekends, statistics. Is that the kind of league?
which league now?
Yo.
No, come
I'm
on.
asking.
You guys, okay, egos aside, please.
No, I'm asking.
Let's put the egos aside.
Do you know why? You know why I'm saying this, ne?
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to go too far and say things that are incorrect. The night before, the day after the bachelor party, he'll tell you, we sat down as the guys at breakfast and we showed each other to say, gents, who are you leaving behind? Where have you been? What is your history of relationships and girls? And we passed the phones around. We were showing each other conversations, etc., etc. And he'll tell you. I mean, if she wants to talk about leagues, I mean, hey, we can go there.
So you never said that to her?
No, like, why would I say that? Like, I know, I know.
But nonetheless, though, Tshepo, let's be honest. For the fact that you're on this show, you've not been successful with your extra amazing league that
I've not been successful in crossing the line into marriage.
Yes,
That's why I came here.
Yes.
But in terms of having a relationship and dating and being in successful relationships, yes. Because when you enter a relationship, you must remember, there are certain things that you enter a relationship with to say, what is it that you want to achieve out of the relationship?
True.
Marriage is never the ultimate achievement of any relationship. Sometimes you enter into a relationship because you really get along. You know what I mean? You really like each other, etc. And if you get to be in marriage, fantastic stuff.
Good.
But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
It is what it is.
You understand? So coming onto the show for me, it was a very simple thing. It was a matter of saying, I'm not getting and crossing that line of becoming the husband.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go there and try this.
Now, you see, that's for me, that's confusing because you're not crossing the line to being a husband, right? So you take your chances with this reality show. So, and then on this reality show, you express that you wanna try your chances at crossing the line again via polygamy. When you've struggled already without the show. So how does that work? You know what I mean? Like, how do you struggle getting married and then also on a second marriage? That was funny, bro. I found that.
So let me tell you now. So basically, we were in the room. We're being told we're going to go shoot the scene at the spa.
Yeah.
When we leave, she grabs like a small little bag. She says, please hold my phone. I hold the phone. So I'm holding the phones back to back. We get into this little golf cart. As we're nipping around towards the spa, her phone vibrates. So I look at it like this because it was on this side. And I see, okay, there's a notification here for Tandina's team.
Oh, Tandina's the TV show. Yeah.
So when we get to the spa, I ask about it. I'm like, what are your thoughts on polygamy? Then she's like, I don't like it. Wada. Then I continue and say, but you want to watch this thing? Can't do what's going on. You understand? So make it make sense to me. If you say you don't like it, you don't you're speaking down upon it, but then at the same time, you've got a reminder to say, no, I want to watch this thing. Make it make sense to me.
But Tshepo, me,
no,
I
let me tell you.
but I ain't wanting and my husband to take another wife.
That for me was the conversation that happened.
Okay.
It was like, make me understand. You want to go and watch this thing. You are adamant. You even have a reminder. No, you cannot miss this thing. Because I don't have reminders for shows. If I miss it, I miss it. It's fine. Watch it wherever I watch it. But you are saying, at this time, I want to be sitting here and watching this thing. And then when I'm asking you about it, what are you? Because my question was simple. What are your thoughts on polygamy? I didn't say to her, even when we got back to the room, I never said, yo, please, give me polygamy.
Because when I watched, it sounded like, or it felt like it was a soft launch to say,
no,
there are others.
No.
Don't get too comfortable.
Yeah. Or a sign to say that, I don't see a future here.
Yeah. Let me tell you
I do want to get married, maybe not to you or to somebody else as well.
Gents, I'll tell you something. There are women out there who are willing to get into polygamy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They are not difficult to find.
Yeah.
So why would I choose you and say, no, I want it specifically with you? I don't even know you. Like, this is like 2 days. I don't even know you. You understand? I don't even know what you want. I don't even know what you're about. I don't even know nothing about you. We're having a conversation based on what I saw on your alarm. That's the conversation. But for me to go and beg for a polygamy with her, I'd rather die.
Damn, bro.
I'm Bolaling.
Pastor Cooks.
I give you poison.
Give you poison. Damn, dog.
Tell poison in face.
Pastor Cooks, we spoke to Makoto and regarding you guys in intimacy, so much was happening there. What's your side of the story? But the underlining thing is that you couldn't get it up, my dog.
What's your story there, my chief?
Yeah.
What's your story there?
It's pretty simple, man. So I'm just gonna start with my history.
Got you.
Yeah.
Which she made it about, it's your drug past. The reasons was because
I'm
of
sure
the drugs.
I'm sure she did.
Okay.
So, in the past, Makai,
Yeah.
I think I've also mentioned it in the show, right? I used to be a player. I used to change women like that, right? So, when my journey began,
Wait, by the way, did people pay you to have sex with them?
no, only one girl.
Oh.
Yes.
Just like the one vape, only one time.
Only one time. Yes. You're right.
This was in Dubai. It's Dubai. You went to Dubai. The men paid you in Dubai.
No, but like now, do you know, if you've been to Dubai, you'll know that those type of things don't happen that side because they are very strict. If they're going to be so strict that you can't bring a girlfriend, imagine with homosexuality. If you've been to Dubai. It's a very highly respected and cultural place. That's why you can't even get in unless you've got those shiga things. But all I know is that the reason I went to Dubai, I was starting a company called Multidimensional Media. It was all about 3D billboarding. So we did not have the capacity in South Africa by that time. I went there 2017. It was after I worked for a huge company that got bought by SAP before AMBev bought SAP.
Gotcha.
Yes. So now with the money that we made, because we were working on Corona in South Africa 2015. So we made a whole lot of money, right? So with that money, I had my cousin who did the proposal. He works, I'm not going to even mention. Nah.
No problem.
So we started a proposal, we had a plan, we tried pushing it and executing it in South Africa, it did not work. So when the company got bought by SAP, as I stated, we got a huge payout, right? So with that huge payout, I then migrated to Dubai.
Okay.
So in Dubai, what was I doing? Marketing and going to places. Hey, we've got this type of idea. I want to implement this and this. So they were telling me, no, you need licensing. You'll need to have containers. So in that whole process, right? In that whole process, that's what I was doing in Dubai. The reason I came back to South Africa is because my son, when he got born, he had bronchitis and asthmatic. So now he was in hospital.
Sorry, man.
No problem, man. He was in hospital for 2 weeks. And it was going to 3. And there was something that was telling me that it's either you're going to make it here, but you're going to lose your son.
And it's your son, bro.
Yeah. Or you're going to lose this, but your son. So ngabuya ngaphi South Africa. And that's when I had to literally start all over.
So when the girl is paying you for sex, it sounded like it's something that you were doing. It didn't sound like one thing.
Like you're a gigolo.
Yeah.
No, I did.
Because it was during the trauma session.
Yeah, it was during the trauma session. And I think it's the editing. Because the true story is, we were having intimacy with this girl, right? And then we're varsity people. Dude, I'm hungry. And I'm thinking, I need to eat. So I tell this girl, if you want another round, pay me.
That's wild.
Young son.
My nigga.
Pay me.
Yeah. Shout out to my nigga. Yeah. For a change. POP, yeah. Connecting Poppy. POP. Tell this on the tables turn.
No, yakchela. Coca Kel. Because Ukel was on my case. When we having another round. And I was like, damn, nigga, I'm hungry. But I was embarrassed to ask her for money, young Ton. So I was like, I know, 100 velukel, 100 randi. I'm free for fast. I'm jela good, hey dude, pela melegenze so naga. And it was that one-time thing. But obviously going back there, when you think about it, I've been to a point whereby I literally, had to ask for cash for money because that's embarrassing.
It is, yeah. It's emasculating.
You wanted to ask a question
So
before.
kuklipa uthola.
Ubani kuklipa? Uthola fire round. Utshela mina ufuna kubeka embondeni, ufuna kubeka ekhaya. I understand. Obviously. Yeah. But when I'm done with that, I'm done. You can go home.
So what happened with Makoto? Because she made it seem like either you were not attracted to her, or maybe you were into men and she's not your spec. You know?
And that's the sad thing. Guys, get me correctly. Angimzondo Makoto. We weren't even supposed to hate each other. Because at the end of the day, we both asked for certain things that they did not give us. It was simple on my end. A humbled woman and a God-fearing woman.
But were you attracted to her?
No.
You were not.
No,
Is that why you were struggling to
No,
get it up?
no. It's not that. So think about this, MacG. You haven't been having sex for 8 months. You've been abstaining, number one.
Yes.
Number two, you're coming in with the mentality, any girl, you would say, no, let's not have sex. is like, oh my God, a dream of a guy, right?
Yeah, because
So-
he said for 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
You said 2 months.
And remember, in that 2 months, it was just the time frame of, okay, let's get to know each other intellectually, spiritually, mentally. And
That's
then
fair.
Exactly, because now going back to the thing is, I used to have so much sex. And now I know that most relationships did not work because it was the feeling. So now when the feeling runs out, you don't see that person the same anymore.
100%.
So I didn't want that in marriage. My mind was like, I'm married to this person. So sex literally is I wanna whenever. But if we can build a foundation based on how we feel about each other, then things...
So do you then succumb to the pressure when you start calling men's clinic?
So the reason I called men's clinic, right, it was showing her, Oguti, I honestly don't have a problem. And this is one of the things that they did not show. When we went to Dr. Zenda, right, the lady that deals with the genitalia, she clearly stated, Makoto, Oguti, Nkululeko, number one, is very young. Number two, for a man to have that problem, it has to be consistent for 6 months. You don't know this man. We understand. And they took that out. And she even said that psychologically,
I said it, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to mention the other things that she had going down there.
Whoa, no. She mentioned everything. She mentioned everything about
and
you.
that's the thing
So this
about
is your
me.
right of
But
reply.
There were things going down there.
There were things going on down there, and there was it was one of the screenshots that I uploaded on my IG, but I took away because I was like, nah, NK, you're not that person. But
No, she did allude to it. She said something about she had a boil.
she does.
What's a boil? Sorry,
I don't know what a boil.
Itumba.
Itumba, like you
Wait,
know.
on the vajayjay.
Right next
Yeah,
to
you
it.
know
Yes,
when it seems like the
right
skin's
there.
got a bubble and you can just pop it in water
So
and it comes out.
yeah,
That's a
so
boil, right?
so that thing usually like the longest time 2 weeks.
Smash or pass.
Right? So I got a text like anonymously from a friend. That thing is still there. She's had it for 9 months. We understand. So it was that kind of thing. I didn't want to expose that type of part. We understand. And I knew, Uguti, you're not my type, you're not your type. Let's not say bad things about each other. Let's just enjoy the experience.
So she said you lost it for a minute.
I lost what for a minute?
You lost it inside
No,
of her
she
for a
didn't even
minute.
lost. He didn't. She said you never put it in the in.
No.
Or did you put in the boil? What happened?
No, man. She.
MacG.
No, man. She said the sex didn't last for a minute, but then later we found out that there was no sex. Apparently,
No, there was sex. It lost it for a minute.
She tried to give him a blowjob.
Then he ran. Then she went to a room. That's not sex. Well, no intercourse. There was an attempted sex, but there was no intercourse.
What's your version of the story?
Yeah, what was your sexual encounter, bro?
Well, man, to be honest, for me it was hard, man. For me.
She said it was soft.
No, it was hard.
Don't push me.
So, listen.
Yeah.
Guys, I mean, you watched the show.
Yes.
You've seen this woman. And I'm looking at all the guys here.
Yes.
Would you go for that woman?
Truth is, she's not my type, but I did see her. If I was in an apartment...
She's good looking, man. Let's be honest.
If I was in an apartment with her and she wanted sex, yeah, I'd give it to her.
Without seeing what's down there.
But generally, when when you meet a woman and you want to have sex with her, you don't first see what's down there.
No. Some of us, dude. Like I'm more of a metrosexual guy. Even like the slightest smell turns me off. We understand.
That's fair.
Yes. I'm that type of person. Obviously, there's a whole lot of faults. Number one, dude, uhlaza. She's crude. You understand? A person who cannot speak. Kokala, my G. You can't even.
No, but let's hear your point of view. That's also your POV regarding the intercourse.
Yeah. So
what happened?
My POV, right, is I wasn't there. Number one, the reason I wasn't there, Koktala, is because my mind was not having sex.
Okay, but you do take it out. You want to put it in now.
So number two, I'm not sure. I want you to hear the steps. So number two, it's that kind of thingy. There was influence. Now the pastors, people are coming. Are you married? Now. You understand? So number three, I can see that this woman is pulling out. So let me try and, be that guy. So the first thing is she wanted Ifo play 40 minutes.
What the
There's
fuck?
a duration.
Exactly. 40 minutes foreplay. Yeah. And manje, I don't know which guy has ever done 40 minutes foreplay, right? And
Apparently, then you said you can't do foreplay at all. You've never actually partook in foreplay. You don't even know how it works.
Obviously, if you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, you're gonna have to say certain things.
Yeah, look at him. There's no way. Nah, this nigga knows foreplay, bro.
You can, and let me be honest.
Let's be real. I was lying to her.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I was not blessed with any muscles, but God blessed me with one muscle, right? And I know how to use that magic stick.
Damn.
All I'm just saying is that it has a type, and it doesn't come with just you having curves or look, but your personality. You understand? Phela masengiguqukile manje nje yami. Yes, I used to do the past and what, but those things that used to attract me don't attract me anymore. So with Makoto,
Shout out, bro.
I wasn't. She's not even the type I'd go and get in a club.
Did you jump when she wanted to give you a blowjob? I mean, that's every nigga's dream, man.
The blowjob part, bro.
Yeah, but I don't want to be touched by her. I mean, if you guys were in that same space, if you felt that aura, you understand? If you were demeaned and belittled like that as a man, you wouldn't want to be touched by a woman like that.
Yeah, but during a blowjob, you can forget about it.
MacG, never.
And come back to
I agree.
come back to your senses after.
There is this notion. I missed that.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with you, bro.
I'm saying you can come to your senses after.
Come.
MacG, you better stop.
No, you know what? There's this, and I agree. Look, there's this notion that niggas, if there's a woman and she's naked, automatically all niggas must be willing to have sex and you know what I mean? But with women, it's got to be a different standard. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't in your position, but there are women who their personality, even if they've got all their requirements that you like, but if they're crude and ugly, it's very difficult to find affection
I think we just need to
be affectionate with
okay
her.
with the fact that men do have standards too.
Yes,
there are some
It's more than
exactly
just physical. Yeah. We're not just sex
That's
machines.
fair
We're
enough.
just
Yes.
turned on because there's a naked body in front of us.
Speak for yourself, guys. Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Are you trying to? No, I'm kidding, man.
Oh my God.
Sex machine.
No,
And the thing is, MacG, I describe tenacity. But literally, like when I say tenacity, I was like, as in, and they gave me a male version of Korisang.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
What type? Are you asexual? What? Bisexual?
No, I'm not asexual. I'm not bisexual. I am straight. I love women and I will only love women. The fact that she said that is because she didn't understand my cleanliness.
Gotcha. Tshepo.
Can I just answer something?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
With regards to the sex, but it was all underwhelming. Right? Underwhelming.
Yeah, underwhelming. The size, specifically the size.
Yeah. That was like your shortcoming. That's what she said.
Sorry. No cap.
There was a time that I discovered that there were listening devices in our apartments.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah, they were planted.
Damn. Like, is it cameras or just mics?
No, it's just like a small little recording device.
Whoa,
on the lamp.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's camouflage.
You couldn't even see it. And I remember the first time when I saw it, I took it down. I took it away, and then I contacted production. I said, "Yo."
But who even thinks of that? Hey, who's listening?
No, you know why? You know why? It's because I had picked up that in her diary sessions, the way that she speaks and the way these guys are asking questions, there's somewhere that they're getting something.
These are leading questions.
Yeah, they're coming from somewhere. Yes. So I was just like, okay, cool. Because we were being asked the question about intimacy quite a lot. Who's done it, who hasn't done it, etc. So when I found that device, I took it, plugged it in, I listened to all the recordings there.
You're an IT guy.
I'm an IT guy.
Yes.
So I plugged it in and I listened to some of the recordings there. And some of like the sex we were having is on that.
Wow.
So crazy. So if we must go there, we must go there, Chief. If we want to go there, we'll go there.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't have a problem in going.
She mentioned a crazy story, right?
Yeah.
So she says that No, this is Makoto actually. So Makoto said there was a night where you and Nkululeko were having a braai outside, and then Makoto comes in, right? And it looks like Palesa
Was passed
out on the bed, right? And you took out the sheets, and you're like, look what I did to
Palesa, yeah. Like
yeah,
you're bragging.
you understand what I'm saying?
Not verbatim, just paraphrasing.
And
yeah.
her recollection is
Look
that
what you did to your friend. That's what she said.
yes. And then her recollection is that you guys went out for drinks or whatever. When you came back, you gave her one glass of wine.
You insisted on it.
And then after that, she doesn't recollect anything. She doesn't remember anything.
Nkululeko, you were there at the braai.
Do you remember any of this?
Please, can you?
Isn't she the
can
one
you
that
relay it?
served us the food even?
Please, no, relay the story about coming to the braai from the beginning.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, so when you came to the braai, she was awake.
Yeah, she was awake. She even served us the food. Because we were the ones braaiing outside. They were the ones that were preparing everything inside, right?
Cool, yeah.
So, yeah, she brought
To the mic, please.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No worries.
She brought the food.
Yeah.
And then got the shilling apparently. What I remember about that night is the night that you were telling Makoto Oguti, no, there's a way of saying the truth and
Without
being
being
malicious, with the truth.
Yeah.
So that was like the first time they actually had their quarrel. Makoto, no, Tshepo. But at the end of the day, when we left, Palesa was fine. We understand. Because we didn't even finish the food. She even came and she put it back.
What
and
happened
she
was,
said goodbye.
during the day, I told Nkululeko, I'm going to have a braai.
Yeah.
Please, can you come late? We were even discussing it on text. I was like, no, bring garlic bread or whatever. Then Nkululeko texted me to say, I'm here. I want to come to the braai. But because of the incident that he's explaining that happened between you and Makoto, I'm not sure if I can come with her or not. And I said, no, come with her. I don't have a problem because now I'm chilling outside.
Yes.
So when they came, I told them to say, the door is open. You can just walk in. Yeah. Palesa was in the kitchen because she's the one that went and opened the door for them. And then when they came in, Nkululeko came straight outside.
To the balcony.
Where I was. And I was finishing off frying the meat, etc. And then when I was done, I told her, I said, take the meat. She took the meat. She cut it up. She served us like you were saying. So I'm not sure what this story, when they arrived, she was sleeping. I don't know where it comes from. Because that's why I say he was there. He arrived at that given time with Makoto at the same time.
She also said that the last thing she remembers is having a drink of the wine, and she was fully clothed. But when she woke up, she was naked, and she doesn't remember anything.
You know, Mac, I think those kind of statements are a little bit dangerous to venture into because there were cameras inside our apartments.
Yeah.
Inside the apartments, there were 2 cameras in there. And if any of that ever happened, then I think it's in her best interest to then say, I'm going to approach the authorities because I feel like you violated me, if that's what she's saying, or if that's what she's alluding to.
She's alluding to that.
Yes.
I don't
So
lie,
if she's
bro.
going
She
that
did.
route, then production will provide that footage to show whether or not that is the case. The 2 instances that I remember is that the dinner that we had with the 4 of us, we went home after that because I had driven to the dinner and they came with production. So when I left with her.
Okay.
We went back to the apartment. When we got back, I was in the kitchen with one of the producers. She was standing in the kitchen. This is why I'm saying, if she feels like she's violated, there are people that were there, etc. I said, it's late. It's now almost 12 o'clock. I'm going to go to bed. And she's like, no, I'm waiting for Makoto to arrive because she was communicating with Makoto.
Yeah.
And while we were in the kitchen, she was like, no, can you please make me a drink? The same cocktail that I had made before.
Yeah.
And I kept insisting, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make it for you. Mama. In front of the producer here, I made the cocktail. I left it there. And then she was like, no, I'm waiting for Makoto. When she took it, I don't know. Because I went to bed and I fell asleep. Because she even says in our messages that when I came back from Makoto, you were already asleep. So I was sleeping. She sat by the bed. I was woken by her eating by the bed because she was eating. And then after that... No, but she was. She does say, she was, but I'm not lying. It's what she says, not me. Because now I was sleeping.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
She says you were sleeping. I was sleeping. So I was awoken by that. And then after that, I told her, hey, can you please switch off the lights because now I want to sleep. Then she said, okay. She took her plate, went to go put it in the kitchen, and then she went and sat down in the TV room. What, when, how, what not. I was awoken by her snoring, and I went out, and I tried to wake up. You can see me on camera.
Her snoring from the living room.
From the living room, yeah, because the bedroom door was open. And it's not like a huge apartment.
Fair enough. Okay,
yeah, you know what I mean? So I wake up, I go there, I try to wake her up. doesn't want to wake up, tried to wake up, doesn't want to wake up. Then I was like, I'm going to leave her here. I left her, I went to bed and I slept. And then in the morning, she said to me, I said, how could you have, what did you drink? She's like, no, I went upstairs to Makoto. Makoto gave me a glass of wine. It's there on text. So when she drank, I don't know whether because I told her, that glass that I gave to you, I told you, don't drink it because you had already been drinking. And then this was the theme. This was the theme. Drinking between Makoto and Palesa was a thing all the time, every day. To an extended point where I started taking my alcohol from the house and putting it in the car.
With the Romini creams?
Yes. No, the lemon creams.
The lemon cream.
With the lemon No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't necessarily hiding it because it was the level of drinking that was happening. Because now when you've been drinking, now you are saying certain things. You are fighting. You're arguing. We're having.
Was it encouraged by production, like drink or like? Yeah.
Were they buying alcohol for you guys?
No, we were the ones buying for them.
We were buying it for them, but when we went.
No, for our wives.
Oh, for the wives. Okay.
Yes,
when we
because
went to
if
go
we did not buy,
For me, it sounds like these were two frustrated wives who are not getting dick, and then they turn to the bottle.
Because even
and consoled one another.
And you know
It
what?
really sounds like
And you know what? Just to add on to
But
that,
Malaysia.
when we were at the dinner, when we were at the dinner, Makoto mentioned the time when Palesa, she had fallen asleep on the couch. So we had our apartment was 2 bedrooms. There was a bathroom in the other one. There was a bathroom in ours. So what she would do is that she would shower in the other bathroom. So in this instance, she showered, came, sat on the bed, spoke to me. I fell asleep. She went out. She sat on a laptop. There's this other TikTok church that she likes listening to. Then I don't know between that and when, but she fell asleep on the couch. When I woke up in the middle of the night because of snoring, I went and I said, yo, come to bed, etc. And she was like fast asleep. And you see me on camera, lift her up and put her in bed and then go to sleep. When she gets to the dinner, she tells, Palesa told Makoto, no, Tshepo left me sleeping on the couch the whole night. Then I told to Makoto, I said, no, that's not the truth. But now when I say that, she's like, no, we're not going to talk about our problems. I was like, you see, there's a certain narrative. And for me, what irritates me the most is that this is the same narrative that was driven by production with her to say, Tshepo so. Because some of the things that you saw, I never got a right of reply for.
Yeah.
And production was happy to take things that were off camera and then put them on camera. And then when I come on camera and I'm like, I'm not interested, then they get upset. And I couldn't understand why. So for me, it's like, I hear what she's saying and I'm not going to try and get too much into it. If she feels that way, she must go to the authorities. As simple as that.
But yeah, speaking of her going to authorities, what are you going to do? Because I think maybe legally you could also do something. Because she really made it sound like you gave her a drink, a very special drink or strong drink. She passed out and then somehow she became naked. And then you also almost paraded her. Paraded her nudity
to Makoto
to say that you're bragging. You know what I mean? These are very damaging.
Look at what I did to your friend.
Yes.
And this accusation,
that's what I'm saying.
Makoto can say is saying,
yes,
this is what you did.
And
you
Makoto
showed me her.
Co-signs
yes.
And this is what I'm saying. I'm okay in them saying that, whether I'm okay or not. But the fact of the matter is, there were cameras in our apartment. And those cameras had both video and audio. But so there was that listening device there. But so that's what I'm saying. If in any way that I did what she's saying, she must take that route.
She also said that you into IT and you also asked production to remove some footage.
No, I didn't. I served production with a cease and desist letter.
Okay.
Based on the allegations of abuse that she was making that were unfounded. Because at the retreat, first of all, at the retreat when the question was asked, her response was she cried. And then after crying, when the tears were refusing to come, when she was asked later, she said her response should be, taken as this is the truth.
Yeah.
When we had the session with Pastor, she said that, no, I never said, Tshepo's abusing me. I never alluded to
it.
Yes. At the recommitment ceremony, now having served the production with a cease and desist letter, they cut out the part where she was saying that I abused her.
Oh, for
because they knew that
real?
that was going to be defamatory statements.
There was a part that she said.
They cut it out.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because they knew, okay, this is a defamation case. So if we go that far, if we do show it, and she is actually saying it, then Tshepo can actually take the stuff.
But wasn't that matter dealt with? Because I remember there was a dinner where that abuse conversation came about, and you looked like your face changed. Like you looked like you didn't want to talk about it or even entertain this thing, and you know you were very disappointed. So it wasn't solved.
No, it first started at the games night.
The games night.
Yes.
Ne?
So when I walked away from the table, I walked away during the time that she cried.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And I went to the production
Remember,
car.
yeah.
I got to the production car. I asked one of the drivers to take me back to my room.
Mm.
Then as he started the car and was about to drive off, then they showed up with all the cameras and they said, no, don't drive off and stuff.
Yeah.
There was a whole dialogue between myself, X, and Thabang in the vehicle.
Okay.
But they cut out Thabang's part because Thabang was speaking to something different.
Yeah.
So Thabang was saying, we need to be wary of making statements that are unfounded.
Yeah.
Because they can tread in a different lane.
Yeah.
And she was warning them as a production and her to say, if we're going to go down that line, then you must know there are going to be consequences.
Oh.
So they cut the whole thing out and just kept the part with now me and Pastor X in the car.
Yes, I remember.
So then after that, I agreed. I even said, I'm going to take this matter on legal review, which is what I did. The following day, I called my attorney. I said, this is the incident. This is what has happened, etc., etc. And she was like, okay, when you come back, we'll sit down and we'll see what our options are.
Yeah.
And one of the options was to serve a cease and desist letter. They're very aware of it. I still have a copy of it, etc. They're very well aware to say, you can't go down that line because these statements are defamatory and they're untested and unfounded.
Pastor NK, what happened with the nails, man? Because Makoto said that you paid with the nails and gave her money from a lump sum that you guys were sharing together. That's what she said, right?
Yeah, she said
a lump sum.
That money for food, for contribution. No, you're confusing.
Am I confusing?
So she did nails with her own money, but you demanded that she must have your name on the nails. And then also you had said you sent her money, but that money was money for contributions towards the house.
Yes.
I'm not
sure. You have to laugh, though.
I have to.
You have to laugh, though.
My guy.
You really have to laugh.
Literally, there were screenshots where she asked me for money, and there's a bank notification where I sent her that money.
And that was your own money, not
That
money
was
from production or
from
money.
what
or
production?
money towards the house.
What? Because I'm the one.
Household.
Ask him. The people that were there, like the food we had that production gave us, didn't even last a week. We, as the men, had to literally be the ones that take care of it. Hence, I say that even the alcohol, who was she getting? I mean, who was paying? Who was buying that for her? She had no money.
And what's your job like? What are you doing currently? Because she says you're a career guy type vibe.
Okay.
Yeah, for Shein.
For Shein.
Oh.
You've got a contract with Shein.
Okay, so I have a logistics business, right? I am a subcontract. So I've got people whereby they give me a geofence.
Yeah.
So geofence is an area whereby they're saying, okay, the whole of Springs, you are taking care of
it, yeah.
any Shein Temu delivery. They're coming into you, right? So her saying that per delivery is 100 Rand, she's right. So now imagine if one delivery is 100 Rand, how many deliveries are in a day?
Yeah.
Exactly my point.
So you own the company. You're
That
not
is
the
mine.
driver. Who actually...
Yes, that's mine. And then on top of that, I'm a digital nomad. It's not online entrepreneur. No, a digital nomad is meaning I groom and mentor people who want to start their own businesses, who want to start their own digital marketing business. So it can be either content creator, I can help you monetize it. It could be someone who wants to transition from like a car wash, ekasi, and literally put it on the world. So I am that guy that helps you get your business to that pedestal.
She also said that you wanted her to change her church to come to your church because you thought her church was demonic.
You're looking down on her church.
Yeah.
I'm looking down on her church.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what she
This was on your marital night. That night, Mahlangu, just
We
literally.
asked guys ne video ne because I remember she also said that I didn't like her music. Where I'm like, ooh.
Well, what video are we watching?
He's explaining. This video is.
This video.
Send it to Dudu.
And
Yeah.
then we'll watch it there. I think you've got Dudu's numbers.
Let me just go here.
Yeah.
If you can forward it to Dudu, she'll immediately forward it to Tawang. He'll play it on the screen.
Yeah, but the reason I didn't post this one is because she was wearing something that's very revealing.
Oh, okay.
We'll
Out of
blur it out.
respect,
We'll
yeah.
blur it out.
Okay,
We'll-
it's
we'll
to
blur it out.
do
We'll
will
close our
just
eyes.
check and
Yeah.
see what's best and you'll blur it.
So what's happening in the video, yeah?
So in the video, because she always said that I'm against her.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I don't even like her music that she's listening to. So the video, she's dancing to the music to her church, and I'm literally giving her, oh, that's my baby. Yes,
Yeah.
tula lapo,
Got
baby. You
you.
understand?
Yeah.
So I was never against her religion.
Yeah.
I just said to her, there's a difference between amadlozi and ancestors. That's all I say.
What's the difference, bro?
So amadlozi, my guy, it's like what can I say? Like you see those Mormon spirits.
Merman spirit. Never
Yeah,
heard
like
of it.
those like who are those people that like sorcerers? Where do you think they like Mama? Where do they get their power? Ankere, they were fallen spirits, right? That have that type of power. Just like who taught human beings to make steel? We didn't just discover that they steel. Weed. How was weed discovered? Those type of plants. So as much as the word of God is real, witchcraft is real. Like
Well, my clothes are witchcraft.
not
Are these- are
not
dark
witchcraft,
spirits.
not witchcraft per se, but all I'm just saying, it's a different entity from God. It's the total opposite. And then the Bible says that, the Bible says that there is nothing wrong to visit. Because it also mentions ancestors. But amadlozi are spirits. So masokala ukhuluma nalo mzimba lona ofile, you're not speaking to a living being. You're speaking to a spirit that has been lingering that is not from God. God is a spirit, right? But remember that there's also a spiritual world. There's different types of spiritual entities. So I could be limited in the types of spirits that I know, but there are a lot of, there's monitoring spirits, there's attraction spirits, there's a lot of spirits. So I do not want to say it's a specific spirits because there's a lot of lingering spirits out there.
Whoa. And then ancestors?
Ancestors, it's people that we acknowledge because they lived. Just like when people refer, I serve the God of Abraham. You see, they're not serving Abraham, but they're referring to the God that Abraham served. So no one is going to go to Abraham's tomb and cry and say, yo, here's Abraham. No, they acknowledge he's God, but not him.
So how do you then, before Mac comes and then we get back on the show, and now I'm curious. So what about Christians with Catholics with the rosary and the statue of Mary? What do they call it? It's got a name, But those are people who lived, and then there's also God.
Yeah.
So you see how it starts becoming very weird when you then say, Uchi, we're not praying to the God Monica. I think it's called the Monica statue of Mary, and Catholics and the Rosary. I hear your narrative. It's that Amasalo and they talk, the
not really.
charismatic churches, they always say
Not
that
really, because now
about ancestors and stuff.
remember, Uguti, there's two different types. I do not serve religion. I serve in a kingdom. So there's a difference between a person who goes to church and there's a difference between a person who serves in church. So meaning that a church is just a building, but where is God? In us. We are the kingdom of God. That's why in Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, it says, but first seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything shall be added. It means that you find the truth within. That's why even in the book of Matthew, it says that God is looking for those who are seeking him in spirit and in truth. It does not mean I'm going to say the word of God, now I believe in God. Even in the book of Matthew chapter 7, he says that the same people that used my name to heal, to what, they'll be coming to God saying, how? But we saved on your name. And then he's going to be like, go, you evildoers, I did not know you. Why? Because there was no relationship. The whole purpose of knowing God or me telling you about Jesus Christ is for you to have a personal, intimate relationship with him.
Yeah.
And that's where you get him. Not in church, not from your pastor, not from me. I'm just spreading the good news. Yo, this person did this for me. And I am not saved because I'm doing good things. I am saved because of grace. the only thing we need to understand is that we are saved by grace. No matter what I can do, bro, I am filthy rags. Even the Bible says it. We come from the soil. We are literally dust. That's why we have to even bath, because we're dirt. But we're saved by grace. And that's why me and you, Mac, we all here. That's why I can't even judge Makoto. You understand? Yeah. She's going through her own thing. The only thing I don't like is that, why are you angry at me, whereby we both asked for two different things that we did not get?
And I want to come to you, Tshepo.
Good one.
What's her name? Palesa mentioned that there was an altercation he had with the CEO or one of the managers.
Production.
All the people in charge at production.
At the bathroom.
Like you were hard to work with.
Bathroom.
Yeah, at the bathroom at Cozina.
The unisex bathroom.
The unisex
That's some
bathroom.
place where,
The CEO had to kind of like confront you. There was
It was in the apartment.
Okay.
We had done shooting a scene.
Mm.
Once again, there's cameras in the fucking apartment.
chasing out.
I'd never chased her out. There was
not her.
Yes, no, I'm saying there was an altercation. There was a exchange of words between myself
and the CEO.
No, it wasn't the CEO. It
Okay.
was one of the content producers.
Content producer.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I was having a separate conversation with somebody else, and then in that conversation, they took offense to us in the conversation and laughing in the conversation. And then it was a matter of basically, I'm going to throw my weight around because this is my set, etc. And the way she reprimanded me, I even said to her, now you're not going to reprimand me like I'm your child. It's not going to happen that day. No. So in confronting that, we then had an exchange of words. And then I said, okay, cool. I'm not doing my diary session. We're done.
Okay.
That's literally what happened.
She also
we then had an offsite meeting.
Yeah.
With the CEO of the production, the director, etc., to try and understand what actually happened. And I even mentioned to say the same content producer is the same one that continuously kept calling my mom over and over and basically trying to force or coerce her to allow Palesa to come and do the whole thing. And I said, it's an attitude that she has. And I'm not going to allow that attitude to come the side.
She also mentioned that you are very hard to work with on set. Like the crew didn't take a kind taking to you, right? Also, you wanted to edit like the show. What else did she mention?
I've got editing rights now. I don't know.
Yeah,
You
pretty
chased
much.
away,
Like,
you don't know.
yeah, you chased
You
away,
chased away the crew when
the
they were
crew.
knocking.
It wasn't. Yeah. You laugh. You know that scene at the end, I think just before the move out, you see Temba and Nelisa doing this thing called Kizumba.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a little dance thing that they
Yeah,
do.
my kid does that extramural. Kid Zumba.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know kids do
It's just dance thing. Yeah.
We were supposed to have shot. That was supposed to be something we were supposed to have shot. So because it was already booked and paid for, they then replaced us with Temba and Nelisa.
Oh, yeah, they did do it. Yes.
That day, we had been told that the call time to go and shoot this thing was 7:30. She had done her makeup. We were dressed. We sat in the apartment. 8:30, 9:30. She falls asleep on the couch. I say, you know what? Rather go and lie.
Is it time to pray?
How did you know? I'm with God.
Oh, yes, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock prayer.
So basically, at some point, she fell asleep on the couch while we were waiting. And 9:30 hit, 10:30 hit. I think at 25 to 12 or somewhere there, then production knocked on the door. By this time, we are now in PJs. She's way asleep. And I even said, she's sleeping. Her makeup is already ruined. We've been waiting for you guys since 7:30. So now if we're going to wake up now and go and shoot this thing and come back, what time are you going to come back? Because tomorrow's work. And one of the things that I had a problem with when it came to production, even Nkululeko will tell you, is the manner that they were willing to disrespect us and not keep to their time. And then when we started pushing back against them to say, we're not going to do certain things, because I was not the only one. We're not going to do certain things at a particular time because this is how it ends. That scene that we shot in 4 Ways after, where we had a debriefing with the experts all together after the trip.
Yes.
We finished shooting that thing at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
When we were supposed to shoot it at what? At 8. 3 a.m. was only the time that we finished. You go home, you literally sleep for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, you have to wake up and go to work. So when we started pushing back and saying, your timekeeping management and the ability for you guys to not show some kind of courtesy towards us is absolutely bullshit, then it was seen as if I'm difficult to work with. Because I was not willing to then be pushed around to say, we're just going to tell you whatever. The same thing as I shot with Babi End, the scene that I shot with Babi End. I was supposed to have left the office at 7 and went to go shoot the scene with him. I ended up driving home to the VAR. And I got home, I parked the car. They'd send an Uber to come and fetch me, to take me all the way to go and shoot that scene. I came back at home, I think at 2 a.m.
Damn.
And when I got there to go and shoot that scene, I waited for them for an hour and a half because they were busy shooting something else. So there's no level of difficulties. There's a level of respect that we were not being afforded by the production, by the people in the crew, because they did not want to keep to a time. You can't tell us that a call time is this, and then we are there. Then when we get there, you are not ready. What nonsense is that?
By the way, are you still staying with your mom in the VAR?
Yeah, I stay at home.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom has a beautiful house.
And I heard that...
And I love my mom. I've got an amazing relationship with my mom.
I heard that...
I don't know about other people.
Subsequent to this show, you lost your job, bro.
Look, I don't think... No, I didn't lose my job as such, but we sat down with my previous employer and we agreed to mutually separate. And it's based on some of these things.
For real?
You know what I mean? It's based on some of these things because even for me, and Nkululeko will tell you, with the guys, we talk day in, day out.
Yeah.
And I kept expressing the fact that the direction of this production is going to hurt some of us, if not all of us. And that's exactly what is done.
How does that conversation start? Is it your employer who says, hey, listen, Tshepo, we got to chat?
It's a conversation to say, look, the show is running. This is what we're seeing.
On
this
social
is what's
media and
happening.
stuff.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because obviously they had a social media watch and everything. And there was a conversation to say, reputationally, the both of us, how about we sit down and decide what is the best course and how do we move forward?
Oh, they hit you with that also?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Join the club, my nigga.
And I think partly it's and I think also partly it's because of these things. Because I said to the gents many months ago to say, Palesa is busy. She's busy asking my exes questions. She's busy trying to find stuff, and I don't know why. Even now, I don't know why.
You never asked any of your exes nothing?
No, some of my exes came to me and said...
No, her exes.
Yeah.
No, there's the one ex that I spoke to was the one that she was engaged to last year.
Oh, he told you the one...
He told me the whole story.
Which is?
Chief.
Well, we know your Lobola stories, dog. I mean, we know your Lobola stories and your cheating 4 years concurrent relationship stories.
Look,
We know a lot about you, bro.
I think just to allay exactly what happened, he said that when he left the relationship, he basically was kind of running away. You know what I mean? And that being in a relationship with her was traumatizing. And I asked him, I said, what kind of trauma are you referring to? And he mentioned the fact that she was manipulative in some instances, that he always accused her of dating because they were in some church. There was some church that they went to together.
Yeah.
And then he mentioned the fact that she would accuse him of dating some of the people in church. And as a result, he ended up saying, let me rather engage her to show her, no, I'm serious about you. I want to settle down with you.
Gotcha.
Which is the engagement that happened
Yes.
in the church.
Yes.
So I think anybody who went to church with her will confirm whether or not the story is true or not. But in relaying, he told me to say, the things that you're talking about, I know them personally. And I took him through the conversations myself and Palesa from top to bottom.
Yeah.
And he said, yes, this is the exact person.
Because she accused you of wanting to date the female crew.
Wow. Okay.
Ne?
So let me
Did she
finish.
say that? Ne?
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't say that. Oh, I'm just...
No, I'll explain. No.
I know on the show there was somebody who said don't talk to the male or females in the crew.
Makoto said you accused her of dating.
Oh yes, it was him. Sorry, not you. Sorry, Tshepo. It was him. Yes. But sorry, let's not stop what you're saying.
So
Yes.
basically, for me in having the conversations with this guy, and in how he was relaying the story about being with her, to him it was basically she will use any and everything to try and appear as being this amazing and really, really good person.
Yeah.
But when you are together outside of other people, she will say and do things.
Okay.
To an extended point, and I don't know whether this is true or not, but when he said to me, when you said, put your hands on me again or don't touch me, that happened to him as well. So for me, it was kind of like, okay, and this is not, I'm not talking about the person that she has a child with.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a different guy.
Different guy, the last year guy.
Yeah, because even when I asked about what happened in your previous marriage, she didn't really give much. It was a touch and go kind of
thing. She said they were young.
With us as well. Yeah, she said they were young.
All right, guys, I want to get to some fire questions with you guys, right?
Before, I just want to ask, did you lie about your work? Because I think there was maybe you answered this in the finale. I just didn't see it. Work
credentials,
your credentials at work, your position,
head of IT,
and then as well she called the company and you didn't answer. And I think maybe that's why they also like at work.
No, she did. She did call the company, and the problem was that in calling the company, this was one of the instances of the things that led to
your fire.
Yeah, you know. So it was just one of those things. But to call the company and say that no, I didn't pick up. No, she called reception. That's what she did. And when I confronted her about it, initially on camera, even that whole session that we had, and this is what also pisses me off. When you see that scene start, you hear the voiceover person say that Palesa contact production and said that her husband might be cheating. That's incorrect. When Thabang came in, she noticed there was tension between me and her. And Thabang asked us to say, how are you guys and how is the whole thing? And I answered it, me answering, I said, no, we're not okay because she had blocked me the whole day. And then that's when we started unpacking it. And in me unpacking it, there was a time when she was saying, no, I was in Soweto with some girl, she even has the numbers. On camera, she called those numbers. Some old mama answered the phone. So then that's when Thabang said, bring me the proof that Tshepo is cheating. Thabang said, because the scene happened on Tuesday, she said, when I see you on Thursday, bring me the proof. So Mzala, because of how she is, the next day, then she sent me a whole script to say, no, when I go see Thabang, this is what I'm going to say. And we must agree to this thing because now she wants to quash it. Because going to Thabang means that you have to go sit down there and say, where's the proof?
And Thabang's amazing, by the way.
Yes.
Thabang was
and there was another scene I shot with Thabang where I expressed to Thabang to say, I fear this person. And I explained to Thabang to say, it's the drinking, this is what happens behind the scenes when we're together. I said all of these things in camera. I don't know why the stuff was not shown on TV. Maybe you could ask them.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I had 2 sessions with Thabang that were never shown on TV.
What other scenes or stuff do you think you wish was put out there? Even yourself and Nkululeko.
The truth. Like, tell the truth. Show it for what it is. When we had sessions with the experts, show the sessions.
Like something specific that you wish, like, why didn't they put this? You know what I mean?
Another whole thing about clothes.
You throwing
that
up
video.
the clothes. Yes.
Here's the man that will explain that whole story to you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So that was really below the belt because at the same time, homeboy, you at work, nah? He was not around.
Yeah.
So remember that Lana abalala kona.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Their marital room. Yes. Even though there's 2 rooms.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We're gonna place our clothes in the room where
100%.
exactly. So what happened is that they had whatever they had. So Palesa Makoto was already at home. So she took homeboy's clothes, was keep, was parangat. You understand?
In the other room.
In the other room.
Got you.
So when she did that, what did she do? She locked the door. She locked the sliding door. So homeboy, when he gets there, impahla zami ziphumile. So the things that you guys saw by the balcony is the things that were in the other room where he took them out and he could not put them in the other room. And that's why he placed them right by the balcony next to the sliding door.
It's not her clothes.
It's her clothes. But now
But they were coming from the other room.
They were coming from the other room.
So because of that incident, that same day after she was throwing my clothes out, she was asked to leave. Production asked her to leave.
Whoa.
And he was there, and her friend, and Makoto was there as well. Production asked her to leave that night because obviously tensions were very high. So I then, after she had left the apartment and all that, I then stayed and picked up some of my clothes and I was repacking them in the other bedroom because now this is where I'm going to be. So I opened the cupboards and stuff. Here's her suitcases and clothes. So now I take all the stuff out and I'm thinking to myself, where am I going to put this? Because she's now locked the other bedroom and stuff. So I went outside, I pulled a chair and I put everything there. You know what I mean? And what was disingenuous about the production is that the same producer that she says I had an altercation with was the one that asked her to leave. She was the one that was there when Palesa was throwing my clothes out. But then when they show it on TV, they're showing the video that she took. And when she took that video, she posted it in the WhatsApp group that we had, because every couple had a WhatsApp group.
Oh, wow, okay.
Including with the production members, etc., etc. She posted it in there to say, no, Tshepo threw out my clothes and whatnot. Forgetting, no, you did the same thing. That's why you see me saying, if you know how to dish it out, you should be able to take it. It's as simple as that.
And you, NK, what do you think? What do you wish they had put out that we didn't see, like footage and stuff that happened?
Bruv, on my end, there's a lot.
Nah.
There's a lot. For example, that first one, Yaga Dr. Xander, about the 6 months thing.
Yes,
right?
I remember that.
That could have been literally avoided. And another one whereby I was speaking, yes, there was like a whole session I had with Pastor X, me and him, whereby I was explaining what's been happening. Because I feel like with the whole abuse thing that happened to me, it was never touched, because I'm not sure, but that's the society, what it does. Uguti, even if they can see, Uguti, now this is a good guy, there will be that thing, no, he's a narcissist. We know this type of guy and stuff like that. And that chat that I had with Pastor X, I felt like it was going to open so many things. Because remember that I did not go Egibo for for the family to see me. So literally I had to go with an expert. And then he asked me, why don't you want to go? And there were a whole lot of things that I actually took out, and I stated that this is what happened. Yeah. There's a lot of things, bro, as Tshepo was saying, that were not shown.
That's crazy, man.
I think for me, the direction of the production, and I'm going to say this very boldly, is that to me, it seemed like they were trying to protect certain people and certain people will not be protected. They were happy to show Portia in the light that she was. But the things that we were reporting, and I'm talking about things that were happening while we were shooting the show, they were not attending to.
Regarding Portia?
No, regarding, let's say, Palesa, for example.
Got you.
The night when I parked the car at the garage and I asked her to walk out, when I got to the apartments, I told the producers to say, this is what happened in the car. Their response was, we're going to take out the cameras and we're going to record. And it wasn't the first instance of literally abuse that I had mentioned to them, to say, this is what's happening here. I was locked in the apartment at some point. And then she said, no, she had forgotten that I was in the apartment. How do you forget when you can clearly hear me and see me? You leave early, you lock me in the apartment, you take the key and you go. I'm the one that has to reach out to them and say, yo, I've been locked in the apartment. In the same manner where she had locked me out that night, I slept in the car. He saw me in the car in the early hours of the morning. I was in with production. I was trying to contact him the whole night.
You look like you had a good night.
No, Limonade.
And you know what's funny? He called us that night.
I was calling him.
He's like, guys, please come and fetch me.
Yeah.
Right? We're like, call your wife. Right? He's like, yes, that's the same day whereby he tried coming in and he did not. And then when Palesa came, and then they cut that thing whereby they said I'm a liar and I was gaslighting her when Palesa was asking, what did Tshepo say? I didn't speak to Tshepo. We have a group as guys. And that's where there was a communication. And they cut that thing whereby I explained, no, I didn't speak to Tshepo directly. But he stated this in the group. Because I was leaving to go to work every day at 4. So when I left at 4, I'm like, oh, Tshepo, you know what's going on? But I left. We didn't talk about anything.
And for me, it's like I was telling them that same night for hours, say, guys, I can't get in. And then they were like, oh, no, oh, this is so sad. Oh, my word, what are we going to do? That's when I decided to drive and go home and sleep at home.
Let's get to the fire questions, man. This is for both of you guys, right? Biggest misconception about you, Pastor NK?
The biggest conception that I'm a manipulator, a narcissist. I mean, there's nothing. I look at, when I'm looking at the show and I'm like, I did gaslight to Makoto. More than anything, I gave her grace. I gave her love. I gave her something soft. I understand where your triggers are coming from, but I'm not going to react because I know where you are. And I hate the fact that, even people who can see that just because of Angtandi Vele, you understand? They have that thing, he is Vele, this guy. Because a lot of people on social media were like, yeah, there's something off about him, but I can't just say it. Because there's nothing off. Why can't you just look at a person and say, you know what, kudos, we need more men like that?
Yeah.
That's it.
You'd say,
If we're done, we're done.
Mm.
If we're done, we're done. I'm not going to be the one to go and beg and nag where I don't have to.
You made that very clear.
Yeah, if we're done, we're done. If I don't want you, I don't want you. Whether that hurts your ego or not, I don't give a shit. If we're done, we're done.
So what happened with the pregnancy scare, bro?
What pregnancy is gay?
She said there was a pregnancy scare.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Oh,
On the show, you
what scared was she? Like, was she scared that she was pregnant or she thinks she was pregnant? But again,
there was a possible pregnancy.
Yeah.
But again,
there's a possible pregnancy.
Again, the sex was underwhelming.
Yeah, bro, you said the sex was trash.
Yeah, trash.
What about it was trash?
Everything, JM Fetu. Like, you know what? It's when Nkululeko said, and I remember I had a conversation with him to say, if you're not attracted to a person, like it's difficult to be intimate with them holistically. You're having sex because you're just having sex.
Spiritual.
So sometimes some women think, oh, just because, you know, your penis goes into their vagina, you really actively and want to be engaged in the sex and their most amazing sex. Some women can give trash sex, and I can stand that on business and say that's what it is.
Your relationship with the other couples, how was that?
We get along fine. I mean, we speak to Portia and to Nelisa. There's no problems there. Yeah,
I mean, I even posted Nelisa and I think, a photo of us by the reunion. Very amazing lady. After the reunion, we were chilling with Bongani and Portia.
Hey, how's Bongani with the Porsche? Yeah, that's my guy, man. Bongani with the Porsche.
And they paid him with Porsche. The production crew was never serious.
They were never serious.
They were never serious, bro.
Honestly.
What are the odds?
Good guy, man.
Yeah. No, it was amazing guy. Yeah. And funny enough, we're actually from the same hood. Even our families know each other. And I didn't even know Bongani.
Yeah.
Even the friends, you know. Yeah, so...
if you could go back to the experts, what is the one non-negotiable trait you would add to your list?
Non-negotiable?
Yeah.
Hey, don't bring us these people.
No. No, that's not.
That's
so vague.
No, where are you finding these
I
people?
think what you're asking is the one thing that your person must have. The one thing that your person must be. The one thing.
Or they must have.
Yeah.
Or they must be.
What's your next time?
Have or be non-negotiable. One thing that must come with.
After this experience.
At least have a car.
Hey.
Huh?
I mean, just the baseline.
But it doesn't have a car.
Angazi. Do you know what I mean? Angithi beste boomba ni. Weren't you supposed to come to the friends' dinner? Because she had told me that she had invited you before she substituted Ungateko to come in.
Oh my God, I never got an invite.
Oh.
I never got an invite. You know, I met Palesa today the first time. She's always been like, we speak online.
Nabangani banjani?
We're friends. I just
sorry.
What the hell happened? No, we're not friends. What did I say to you?
I know her.
I've known her for a while, but we're not friends.
You said she's a great person.
Yeah, no.
How do you know she's a great person?
Knowing, when did I say this?
Sorry.
Okay, listen.
Do you understand? Sorry.
Okay, right. Sing out, MacG. Sing out. Okay, listen. Palesa, I've known her for a while.
The fact that you know I'm a Shonisa business, it means that
I found that because somebody I work with told me. And I was like, oh, damn, you do that stuff? Oh, okay.
She said you guys are friends.
No,
she said you guys met Gupi. That's how she got your numbers.
Okay.
And then after that, when we were supposed to do the friends' dinner,
yeah,
she wanted you there.
I didn't get the invite.
She wanted you there, and then
I didn't get the invite.
There's this other lady from some other reality show that she wanted there. And then when the whole thing was not coming together, then she was like, I might as well take the second, third, last option, which is Kateko, to say come in.
You were the first option, boy.
I didn't get the invite. So I didn't get.
Mena was told about you.
I didn't even told them that I just met her today. So
really?
her and I have been speaking for a while, right? Follow Instagram. I can't remember where exactly.
We made the connection.
Wow. Nah.
Sorry.
You know what I love? You know what I love? The fact that she was sitting here when I was like, Mac, it's the first time we meet. And Mac was like, really? I was like, yeah.
What did she say?
So that's what I love. The fact that happened. Because had that not happened, I'd be looking like a liar. So remember, and Mac was like, really? I was like, yeah. And she was sitting here. She didn't say, sorry, young pigger. Right? So take that as I say it is. And we've been talking for a while. I remember she called me, there were problems with the show, and I was like, hey, that's a reality TV show. Deal with it there and stuff.
We advise our
Advise somebody that he doesn't even know. Hi,
man. Look, we talk, but we've never gotten like intense. We've never gotten
let me tell you something, Machi. You must call out your friend.
Who?
This body shaming thing. I expected you as her best boomba to sit her down.
Boomba. Oh, I see. Best of Boomba. We are best of Boombas, brah. Best of Boomba. But okay. What body shame? Oh, she body shamed you.
Yes. If you watch the show, you'll see. It was a continuous thing.
For real.
And,
she said your body was not a priority. It was the lost thing.
Then why are you body shaming me, guy?
No, she was playing at your level.
Because if it's not a problem,
why are you body shaming me?
Oh, yes.
She was saying now she was playing at your level.
At some point, she was like,
this is how you are.
I'm going to be crash to you.
Yes,
too,
because
you're
so
crash to
to her.
She was like, okay, I saw you with your body.
I accepted you.
That was not a problem to me. You know what it sounds like, bro.
Because soon you also called her ugly. Remember,
where did I call her ugly?
I don't remember.
Even now,
and
let's be frank. And let's be frank. The whole show is ended.
Yeah.
Show me one scene where I said Palesa's ugly.
Oh, but the father comment.
So she was. So you are happy for her to swear at me with my mother. You are happy.
Yeah, you guys are both.
No, I'm asking. You are happy.
No, I'm not happy.
For her to say my mother is a better man than me, you are happy.
No,
but I can't retaliate. This is the problem that we have.
There was not.
Is that we want to accept people like Abu Palesa for what she says and what she does, where she runs to. And then once she gets to that point, then when we call her out for that, then you are wrong.
But that's why you're a man. You gotta be the bigger man, bro.
No, bigger man
how
than
emotional women are.
I almost fell for it. Come on, man.
No, I was happy to walk away. And that is exactly what I was doing. I was walking away.
No, I disagree with
then
what
she said that.
Yeah.
So now, what am I supposed to do? Keep quiet again? No, if you want us to go there, then let's go there.
Yeah.
Let's go to the other question, right? You didn't give us your non-negotiable. Do you want to add?
Oh, yeah. Come on. Like, disrespect.
Okay.
Yeah, but at least, as he said, like, have your own money.
Have your own money.
Don't come and feel entitled.
Or
to
have your own
people's
cashew
money.
nuts.
Because, yeah.
They said you earn
cashew nuts. Yeah.
I heard that. Who earns more, Vele? You guys look at the payslip.
Let me put it to you this way, Solne. There's a difference between when you bank with a bank and you've got a banking package. Yeah, where that banking package makes you feel like,
and
then there's a difference
when
between
you bank with the bank.
Yeah, when you go to a commercial bank, I think they have different products
to
suit your needs.
Yes.
So when you'll say, okay, this is the product that I want, and then maybe the card might come in a color that is black.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
And then there's a difference between an institution, which is a private bank that stands on its own, that you have to apply to. Those are two different things. We can't be on the same spectrum in that instance. We can never be.
Who's making more? Who's making more?
You're speaking real.
Who's making more? According to that, he didn't say.
Yeah, we don't know.
He didn't say who's making more.
It's not in our tax packet.
He just said he applied for his account. She got colors of cards.
We got free accounts, but it's a robot.
If you were to be paired with other wives from the show, who would you have chosen?
Definitely Nelisa, man. I feel like Nelisa,
Nelisa's married.
I know she's married. Sorry, Temba.
Yeah.
She's married, right?
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, in terms of like personality, that's exactly what I asked for.
She's a ride or die, that one.
Ride or die, humble, my guy, smiling, does not. Yes, as much as
car.
Yeah, as much as what Temba did, man.
Hold on, man.
I got Uber. I got Uber to wear.
She's beautiful.
Gorgeous. At the age of 40. It just shows her heart.
She takes care of herself, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, these are
so definitely that woman.
Do you guys feel like she fell into that guy too quick?
No, Lindy says I love a girl.
Yeah, she's a lovely, and she knows what she wanted. Man. So, go get her.
Yeah. And then last question, would you do it again?
Sorry. Guys, you're not bringing the questions I thought you'd ask.
Like what?
Like the tracker. How do you think I know that she was cheating? while we were married.
Is that nice?
Because you guys watch the show, man.
Hey, man, there's a lot, dog. There's a lot that happens.
She cheated on you.
Yes, imagine. Yeah, second week in Kolumchet. How I know.
Law, mncane lo. Utshela mina no. Makoto is going to the north, etc., etc. Because I said I was with Nkululeko. And then she was like, Makoto's not here. And I said, yes, Makoto's taking his car to go somewhere to the north. It's like, oh, no, she's probably going to go see some other guy because there's this other guy that, like, I could say, I don't know. So now I came to him. I didn't even go to him the next day. Came to him a couple of days later. I said, Chief, where was your car, like, on such and such a time? And he was like, no, Makoto had the car. Then he checked the tracker. So it was based on that. It was based on the conversation because sometimes...
How long was it parked there for?
2 to 3 hours.
Not a minute.
Not a minute. And
he's a better man.
And now, let me be honest.
Remember,
I'm joking. Yeah, no, it's fine.
40 minutes.
Yeah, 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes.
The car won't be parked for 3 hours there, bro.
40 minutes is 4 minutes.
Wow. Whoa.
Yes.
So, did you verify whose place this is where the car had been?
My guy, I am telling you, I even have a dash cam. Exactly. So she said at the reunion, I was going to the mall. So the things that I posted on my IG was just to show that's not a mall address. I didn't want to expose the guy's house, the place, but the fact that I even went there, there's no mall there. The fact that I even went there is because Utep was like, dude, do you know? And then when I went on my tracker, I was like, what?
Is this now the moment where you said you can't wife a whore?
Yeah, boo. Now you get where that statement is coming from.
What else?
And we should have asked.
What else did you want us to ask you?
Yeah, bro.
No, that was important.
Okay.
Please, coach us.
He wanted that. He's like, I'm going to MacG's podcast for this. He wanted this.
Look, I think for me the bigger conversation has been, and I mean, guys, we shot the recommitment ceremony I think in April.
Yeah.
From April up until now, like, what do you want from me? We're not together. We're not in love. You said you don't want me. I don't want you. It's fine. If
This
that
was
is
in
the case,
April. Sorry.
Yes. So if you and I are no longer together, what is then that you are looking for? Why do you keep chasing and chasing and chasing? Like, what do you want?
Well, it's just chasing you.
No, not chasing me, but you keep
contacting you.
No, you're going around looking for this and looking. What do you want? I think that for me would have been the greater question, because besides the fact that she reached out to you to come here, she had reached out to him as well to go to his podcast as well.
Oh, you got a podcast?
Yeah.
Shout out, man. Welcome.
So for me, it was like when he told me to say, we just got a call, Palesa wants to come onto the podcast. I was just like, okay, cool. Then it was supposed to have shot it, they didn't shoot it. Then when you spoke about it, I was like, so there's a trend here.
Yeah.
You are looking for something.
She hit my wife as well.
You are looking for something.
Yeah, in the DMs, yeah.
For real?
Really? Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
So what are you looking for?
Yeah.
What is she looking for?
For what?
What are you looking for?
She was just like, I don't know, she wants to come on the show or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But for what?
Whoa.
Bro. No, but you guys are not asking these questions.
Super baffled.
But you guys are not asking these relevant questions. To say why. What was the invested interest? Because it's just these two.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? You don't see Portia running around the whole country telling everybody what you know.
Portia's so soft-spoken.
Yeah.
She even apologized.
Oh, gee. Hey, yes.
That's what we're looking for.
Bro, with your exes, did you ask your ex? Because she made it seem like... With your exes, she made it seem like they were like, ha! You know that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio on that... when he goes, yeah. She made it seem like your ex was that's him. And then typed to her. And then DM'd her. Oh, yeah, I'm one of those victims.
No, I think.
Did you speak to your exes? How did that...
What I'll do is that I'll even show you one of the texts where she DM'd one of the persons who's my ex, not these other ones, where she's even saying, can you send me your numbers, etc. And then after exchanging numbers, there's a whole conversation. She even, in the conversation, she says, come to the reunion, come and tell your story. I'll ask production
So
to hide
she
your face.
recruited them.
Yes, so come to the reunion. It's not them.
She made
that
it
wanted
seem like
to
the
go.
other way around.
Yes. So when this whole thing was happening, she came to me and told me to say, Chief, I know I've been watching the show, but what's happening now? And this was most probably episode 6 or 7, somewhere there.
Jeez,
Where it was like,
Damn, bro.
why is she reaching out? And then she told me to say, she didn't just reach out to me, she reached out to so and so and so and so.
Whoa. She made it seem like they reached out to
So
her.
I'm aware of like the telephone conversations, I'm aware of the texts, I'm aware of what she's promised them, I'm aware that she said, no, this will be good for you if you've got a side business, it's going to help
Yeah, but
you
your
to
exes
grow
are
your
speaking
numbers.
ill of you, though.
No, it's fine. I mean, do you expect any ex to speak nice of you? I mean,
true.
that's jolly. I don't owe them anything. They don't owe me much. Do you understand? I don't expect them to come and sit down and say the most amazing thing. One told me to say, I made a comment on a specific video that I saw, and I'm sorry, I've deleted it. It's because I was angry. And I said, why were you angry? No, because you went on to the show. So why are you becoming upset because I went on to the show?
Bro, how do you even kick off someone on Netflix, bro? Like, where do you go?
No, for Fage profile lock, boy. Fage profile lock. That night I was kicked out. I was locked out of the house. I was like, okay.
So she kicked you out first?
No.
The night she didn't open, he slept in the car and went home.
And then
he was
remember-
retaliating to that.
No, remember.
Fire Netflix!
No, my man. Remember. Remember we had a session. No.
The Bonisi move. We show Max. Fuck Netflix. The Bonisi Philly.
Remember there was a session that we had with Nkululeko Makoto. There was the 4 of us.
Yes.
Where I clearly stated to say, I don't want this thing anymore. I don't want to be here, etc. And then after that, while we were busy doing other stuff, then I was like, okay, because they're mine.
Netflix, Uber, everything.
She even used my Uber account to buy food at some point in April, like long after.
But that's petty, my dog.
No, what do you mean?
After
No,
the
it's not petty. We've done the recommitment.
Yeah.
We are finished. We've said we don't want each other. Why are you still using my card?
Oh, so this is
You are
after.
using- Yeah.
Oh, they made it sound like it was during. Like they made it sound like when you guys fight, then you remove, and then when you get back together, you put
It was
back.
it was that thing where
The Netflix was during.
it was during where I said,
Yes.
I didn't remove it. I just put a profile lock on it. That's what I did.
For what reason?
What is a profile?
Hi, Bo, why don't you have your own? Like, you've got a black card.
It's like
I
$90, my dog.
Uber, but you've got a black card. Hey, you must ask her that. Why didn't you ask her when she was sitting here? Why didn't she have her own Netflix? Hi, Bo.
Let me be honest.
Yes.
I just actually sent your producer a very nice recording that no one knows.
Okay.
That it's there. You see in that recording, it's 2 of these women whereby now the truth is coming out.
No
Uguti,
ways.
I'm telling you, why are they honestly mad at us?
Can you please play?
Yeah, please play it.
Please play it,
Because there's the video as well, but we've gone past that. Play
Yeah,
that.
no, not the video.
No,
No,
not
the video. She hasn't consented to it.
Yeah,
so let's
but
just...
now
Oh,
the
yes,
thing
okay.
is, it's what? It's 7 minutes long. So
It's fine. We're
It's a
podcasting here,
podcast,
Chief.
bro.
So,
Don't worry.
I remember you asked me about the producer. What did you say about the producer? I said she's sleeping with one of the producers.
Yes.
You'll hear it.
You will hear it
Yeah.
here.
Alright,
Or
let's go.
someone from the production.
Wow.
You,
Let's go.
Hear it.
So not even from my mouth.
You know,
no,
it's the longest
you
podcast.
make that
we've done.
accusation too.
It's the longest podcast.
That is the truth. Have you kopane le monna wena e reng ha o tshwara o sena le se etsahalang? No nkarabe. Ho kena ba le motho o reng ha o mo tshwara? No, I'm saying let's
Yo, just pause there. Just pause. It's Palesa Makoto.
It's Palesa Makoto and Nkululeko.
Oh, Nkululeko, you're there.
Oh, he's secretly recording.
I'm the one secretly.
Yeah, because we're being recorded, Chief. Yo,
We're
every
also
day.
being
Yo,
recorded
we're being
every
recorded
day.
every day.
Imagine being
Yo.
recorded. Tshepo is calling me. I'm on my way back. Yeah, Nkululeko, how can you what? Whereby Umakoto the previous night, Slady, no, if you want this to work, let's speak, be honest to me as your wife. So I'm like, I'm starting on a clean slate. Kanti no, she's collecting information to send to Palesa about Tshepo to find out what happened when we were chilling with the boys.
So here they're shitting on you here.
They know on each
Listen to it.
other.
Oh, at each other.
Listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
It was a peace. And then what? Is it a secret? We don't know.
Get to the point.
Now what I'm
We're
saying
talking about the one young Nkululeko.
We are.
You are calling me
so
out.
Why are you also now sending a tech team?
No.
When is calling you sending a tech team?
Are we tech teaming?
Yeah, you're tech teaming right now.
No.
Sending a band. Someone just
doesn't want to be honest.
Thank you.
I don't want to be honest.
Always pushing people to.
I don't want to be honest.
Thank you. Listen.
I don't want to
You
be honest.
give anybody a chance.
Are you saying I don't want to be honest?
So
You know
now-
what I'm saying? I don't want to be honest.
give anyone a chance.
Exactly.
Are you
So
saying I
even
don't want
if
to
we
be
want to be honest, we can't.
Exactly.
How
Even
can I
if
not
we
want
want
to give
to be
anybody
honest,
a chance
we
after what
can't.
you just said?
Even
Over to what
if
do I say to
any one of us
Nkululeko?
wanted to be honest, we can't.
After what you just said, you just throw me under
Are
the
you
bus and
gonna
you
allow-
expect me to be loyal. After the things
Under
that
the
you've been
bus, I give
with
what
what?
Tapo's weight.
When
You
did I
threw
do
me
that?
under the bus.
What did I do?
And I said, stop it. You're
What
not
did I
gonna
do?
do that
What
because
did I
you're saying
do?
worse about your husband.
What did I do?
And nobody stops
Please
you.
speak about the worst that I've said about my husband right now.
I won't do that.
No!
Listen, one thing about
Vanessa,
me.
I want you to talk about the worst that I
Okay,
say about
cool,
my husband.
Cool.
Say it right now.
Sharp. One thing you're not gonna do is bully me.
Tell about the things that I say about
Number two. One thing you're not gonna do
about my husband.
Sharp. Are you gonna give me a chance?
Right now, you're
Are you gonna give me
shit on me and you're not facing your shit. And
Sharp.
now this thing has turned
Are you
into
gonna give me a chance?
So, yeah, boo.
Sharp.
What did I say about my
Are
husband?
you gonna give me a chance?
So I can go down there.
Shots! Hey!
Give me a chance.
Yeah, I am.
You're not giving me a chance.
I am. I cannot want you to talk about the things that I say about my
I will
husband.
speak when you're quiet.
I'm quiet.
Thank you.
One thing about Palesa, she doesn't want to be bullied.
Yes.
He keeps mentioning it.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna tell me anything about what I can say and not say. I don't take instructions from you. And number 3, whoever has allowed you to bully them in the past, it's not gonna happen with me. You're here saying, no, you can't say that about my husband.
What?
I allow
When
you.
did I say you can't say that about my
Nkululeko.
How? When you were telling me
Nkululeko.
that I don't deserve a Nkululeko, I
Listen.
deserve someone. You even said I deserve
Because you kept
Temba.
on saying.
You even said what they could have paid me with
100%,
Temba.
my darling, and I even told
So
Nelly,
why don't you
because
say
you were complaining that you got a young boy.
Yes, I did.
You were calling him a boy.
He knows.
Thank
He
you.
knows.
Thank you.
He
So,
knows.
so why are you asking me to explain that?
Exactly. So now, why don't you talk about the things that you've been saying?
Wow.
Because about the things that
didn't
you've
know I'm
been
a boy.
saying.
It's new.
Didn't I say you're younger than me?
Yeah, I didn't say a boy.
No, but you've been a boy.
I didn't know.
Oh, but you've been a
So
boy.
that's why I don't respect me. You don't see me.
I guess so.
Yeah,
You
bruh.
see?
She doesn't respect you at all.
Do you understand?
She doesn't
She
respect
confirmed
you.
it.
She doesn't respect you at
There
all.
was nothing I did behind the scenes with this girl. She just didn't respect me.
You can't do this about Tshepo.
Can't you say this? When did I say you can't say this about
Nkululeko,
Tshepo?
did you not say I should not speak about Tsepo's weight? So why?
Where right now? That's
Yes,
what you
right
say
now.
about Tshepo. Yes, because that is not something that you can always turn on. Talk about the bad things that he has done to you. Don't talk about his weight.
But why do you
talk about the things that Tshepo has done to you, not about his weight. Every time you attack
what do you gain
don't
from
talk
bullying
about-
people, Makoto? What do you gain?
What did I do?
What do
to
you
bully?
fucking
What
gain?
did I do to bully?
Listen, you don't want
Tell
to give
me
me a
one
chance.
thing that I did
You
to
don't
bully
want to
you.
give me a chance to talk right now. It's not gonna fly with me. You are giving me what?
I'm quiet.
I have nothing to say to
Talk,
you
my
anymore. Talk what?
Because you can't say shit.
I can't say shit to somebody that is shit.
Oh, I'm shit. No, don't leave. Don't leave.
You wanna treat people like bullshit,
bullshit how when
Makoto?
you've been saying bullshit. So now
Bullshit
you
how?
can't take your shit.
Bullshit how?
Now you can't take your shit.
I can't take my shit
Yeah, now
anymore.
I've been saying things about Nkululeko.
Oh.
Say them. You've
Wow.
mentioned them. You've mentioned them. Say more.
Sorry.
Say more ya eng. Say more ya eng.
That's why Nkululeko a reng ha dintho tsa hao di lahle o batla ho senya malapa a batho.
Nna ke senya malapa a eng?
That's what he was saying about you. But ha tsa hao di chella o batla ho senya malapa a batho.
Listen,
That's why you
my
came to me,
darling,
o tlo
you
njwetsa
cry
hore
to
Nkululeko
everybody and tell them that you don't get dick because Nkululeko has been on drugs for 12 years. You wanna tell me
He has been.
when
That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. I cannot deny. No, please
you
don't do
cannot.
that. Please don't do that.
You cannot. I will.
Please don't do
I
that.
will because you wanna do that
Please
to
don't do
people
that to
and
me.
you don't want people to do
what
that
to
to
you,
you.
to you.
Just because I'm
Which is
soft spoken
why-
And then you think you're tall, you're mighty. Let's say you bully people that want to be bullied. And I'm not going to be bullied.
And that's why, exactly, that's why maybe Tshepo, the way I link at them, was so. Because this is what you do to people. Maybe that's what
I'm sure. I am so sure.
Now I can see what.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Can you hold it for me, please? Thank you. Thank you, Nkululeko. You're such a gentleman.
You can be a gentleman, my baby.
Bow down to yes. That's all my time. That's why everyone in production.
Did you hear that?
Pause.
Did you hear that?
What?
That's why you sleep with
That's why you're fucking everyone in production.
Whoa! Okay, Palesa send it to Makoto.
Yes.
Whoa!
Just rewind there.
Rewind, just a bit.
Bring them back. Bring them back.
Thank you. I'm passing everyone in the direction. Thank you, my love.
Sorry, let me go give her stuff.
My time.
No, we must take it back a bit.
Damn. So production was getting some.
Oh yeah, so
Dog.
yeah, they should be fine.
Connect TV, they were connected.
Listen, that's why you can't you
Wow, I didn't hear that, eh?
Sharp.
She was hooking up with people in production.
That's not true. That's not true. No, you cannot. You can. I will because you want to do that to people, and you don't want people to do that to you. Just because I'm soft-spoken, it doesn't mean that I'm any. My strength comes from within. And then you think you're tall, you're mighty.
It's almost like
let's say you bully people.
after she says, "In case you're a gentleman," that's when she says it.
Oh, you're a gentleman, yeah.
Exactly. That's why maybe Tshepo, the way I link at them, was so. Because this is what you do to people. Maybe that's what.
I'm sure. I am so sure.
Now I can see what.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Can you hold it for me, please? Thank you. Thank you, Nkululeko. You're such a gentleman.
You can be a gentleman, my baby.
Bow down to yes. That's all my time. That's why everyone in production.
Everyone in production. Director. Gaffer. Grip what? Grip what?
Can I sound guy busy?
Grip what? There's even makeup sex. Makeup to break up. What the fuck?
Damn. Guys, this is the longest pod we've ever done, man. We're sitting on like 3.5 hours, bro. Yeah, man.
No, man.
Jeez, you guys brought the heat, man. But in closing, okay, where are you at, Nkululeko? How are the DMs now? I'm sure there's a lot of ladies out there that want you, bro.
My guy.
Yeah, guys too, you know?
But he's a fool him.
Yeah.
But what is a fool him?
That's true, man. But like 2 months after we shot, I actually met my fiancé.
What?
Yes, you got engaged, man.
I'm engaged.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
What?
From the show or like no, not from the show, but
like 2 months after the show.
She saw you on the show.
No.
Before.
Ithamala ke lingihlanganiseleni.
Ithamala ngone showing.
No, ithamala ke mina nalo siyazana.
Okay.
We used to go to the same church. So I once invited them to church. Kanti secretly I didn't know which she's, trying to hook me up with the daughter because we really clicked.
Got you.
So by the time we met, exactly what maths was supposed to give me.
Wow.
So wait, so you guys are gonna have sex in the marriage for the first time?
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, are you sure you're not sexually?
Dude, we are building on a
Doesn't sound
foundation.
like it.
We are building on a foundation. No, for real. We are building a foundation.
Marriage.
Wow, shout out, man. And you're happy, bro?
I'm happy, bro.
You're happy,
Like, it
man.
doesn't even feel like there's something missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, shout out, man. Tshepo, where we at, man?
Sure, I'm not going to get any claps for this, but it's fine. Look, I think for me, I'm just trying to pick up the pieces and move on with my life. I think it's a little bit difficult to move on with one's life if this kind of stuff keeps coming up all the time. It's actually irritating, but No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm enjoying myself.
Do you guys regret doing this experiment?
I think with the people, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
with the people.
With the
Yeah,
people,
but
yes.
honestly, we did. I personally learned a lot, man.
Would you do it again?
If they don't swap the files for the ones that we were supposed to be matched with, yeah, sure.
And not doing it for views and
not doing it
numbers.
for views. Because somewhere between...
Yeah.
And you guys must be observant. You must watch when the experts are busy matching us. Now, the facial expressions and body language are just like, yeah, we're going to match these two because they kind of look like. So I think between the time that they chose and when they got to somewhere else, but yeah.
Ghost Lady, last question just before we wrap it up. But shout out to you guys, man. You guys brought the drama, you brought the entertainment, man.
Shout out.
For
And how's work? Like, did you get a new job? Are you looking? How's that?
I think at the present moment I'm just chilling right now, just trying to, because the show just literally ended. I'm still trying to obviously get back into my normal state of life and that will come. Yeah. But for me, life is continuing. I'm fine. I hang out with the boys. We're chilled. Everything is all good. Yeah.
Happy days. And the Val, you got some nice ladies in the Val, man.
Yeah?
The Val's got some nice ladies.
Hey, you must see this guy's
Yeah,
DMs.
the Val's got ladies.
His DMs are crazy.
DMs, even the pictures that I post. man.
no.
He's a nas.
Just see the comments.
He's a nas. Oh.
You are married now.
Sorry. He's a man of God.
You must be yourself.
No, there's no such a thing. There's no such a thing.
You must be yourself.
They deserve a 40-minute foreplay, these ones.
I know those ones.
DMs,
Ghost Lady, yes.
Okay, we've dissected a lot in terms of the questioning and going. I think for me, it's about the show and seeing how you guys, I think even the ladies as well, how disappointed they were from like just where they are now to where they wanted to be, obviously from the beginning of the show. And I think the show needs to do a better job, and this is Married at First Sight, at like just checking and doing their due diligence, like in pairing up people, because even some, like myself, I'm a big fan of the show, and I really
boring.
wanted a success.
What a ball fest.
No,
My goodness, no
I
one's
want
watching
success.
that, Ghost Lady.
No, we want four
No one's
couples
ever
to
gonna
come
watch
out.
it.
No one's ever gonna
But no one is watching that shit.
But you see, here's the thing.
No one is watching that shit.
Keep it
No
to
one is
yourself.
watching it, dude.
Trust me, they fooled us.
Put it on Patreon for members only.
Do you think if we watch your marriage, we'd be entertained?
Yeah.
No way. Nah, guys, good.
Drama.
You're good. The kids are wholesome. Nah. What delinquent kids? Fuck you, mom. Yeah, I'm watching that shit. You know? Not, yes, mom. I've done my homework.
It's not about that. The show is not about
Sadly.
love.
Or just at least a better success rate.
It's not about
Let him land there.
The show is not about love. It's not. They sell the idea of it being about love. It's
And
not
we're
about
hoping
love.
we're going to see that.
And when you go into it, you think, I'm going to find a wife. Everything's going to be cool. It's not
Trauma
about
at
that.
first
Are you
sight.
serious?
Trauma at first.
Yeah, that's what the show is.
Yes. Trauma at first sight.
I'm telling you.
Honestly, it's the same reason that you watch Itandonos Tembo, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're never gonna be in a polygamous
Oh, yes,
relationship.
yes.
You wanna watch the mess. You don't wanna be part of the mess. Do you get me? So we love watching these fucked up relationships, but would never wanna be part of them. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with these shows.
Do you guys think they would have treated you better if you were like millionaires? Like if you were balling?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's not within them.
Yeah, it's not within them. It's not even about
They're
the
not
money.
interested in stuff like that.
That voice note was insane.
You
Right?
think that we know you're playing.
My guy, and we just give you like 2% because we are not petty.
Small.
Look at these producers.
Small. There's,
Yeah, the show is not about
I mean, there's voice notes from Makoto to Palesa clearly stating that I'm going to destroy one of the other cast members in my diary sessions.
Makoto says that.
She says that.
Now you see, he's a man of God, and he could never possibly make love with somebody who's capable of saying such things.
Thank you.
Think about it.
And the aura
Think
does not
about
lie,
it.
my guy.
Mm.
Have you
Think about it, bruh.
ever met a person whereby your body just gets weak?
No. I'm usually drunk, man.
No, but I get you.
It's a very big thing, man. That's why some people would sleep with some other people and then jiggy.
They act some type of
Oh, he's back. No, it's fine, but we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up. We're wrapping up.
Party, sex and everything.
Just before we go, man, fuck, we will never close this
Yeah,
show.
we'll never. Let's close it, bro.
Makoto mentioned you. So Mark is off, so unfortunately you can't answer to this. But Makoto mentioned that the underlining thing, which I thought was so profound, from everyone that came on the show, was daddy issues. Do you agree with what she said about that?
My parents are still married. How many years now? I think 40, 44, 45 plus years. Those who've got daddy issues, I don't know. I think, whatever relationship you have with your parents, that's how it is.
But you don't have a good relationship with your dad.
I mean, we've got a strange relationship,
Okay,
yes, but obviously this happened in the later stages of my adult life, where now you're starting to say I don't agree with certain things. But I mean, if people came in there with daddy issues, that's their own. I don't know. I can't speak to that. I don't have that.
And your brother, are you guys really estranged? Eddie, with Eddie. Are you not cool with Eddie as well?
No, I
Because
mean,
we got a voice note also, like with someone talking about how you all have a
One of
very
your
bad-
exes.
Yeah, your exes. Or I don't know if it's an ex or a friend of the ex who was saying that you and your dad obviously have an estranged relationship, and also with your brother Eddie.
Like any siblings, we have disagreements. You understand? But disagreements doesn't mean that we've got a strained relationship. I mean, he's home currently from Cape Town visiting. We're not in a space where we're fighting and bumping into each other. But like normal adults, and we're boys, we'll disagree. I don't like this, you don't like that. That's okay. It's sibling love, and that's how it is. But I come from a warm home, guys. And it's fine.
Pastor NK?
Yeah, no, me, I don't have daddy issues, man. Like, God is my God, my father. But that's one man that's not going to disappoint you right there. That's one man that's not going to disappoint you.
Our father wants in heaven, bro.
But,
man.
To be honest, right? The way my family, we are just so family orientated. It doesn't even feel like I didn't have a father figure.
Shout out, bro.
And that's why I'm such a great father as well to my son. Like, we're best friends. Giving him what I've always wanted from my dad, I didn't get. But, it didn't ruin my relationship with the woman I meet or even my son.
What happened to your dad?
Oh, man, my dad passed away while I was on the phone with him.
Whoa.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Your dad passed away.
He
was sick.
He was sick. So I'm on the phone.
Damn,
Hi,
that's
Chigi.
too intense.
You must come to the hospital. Hi, Chigi. Isn't this person just died? And this is a sad thing. Nah? Died. I go back home. Since I'm the firstborn, we find the body. I have to wash that body. I've never done that, right?
Yes, it's custom.
So now, my guy, I see that part. At home, it's chaotic. Hey, no, tati, what, right? I'm like, no, I'm done with this. I still lived in Brum with a friend. So now I was home, I think, for my 10 days. So now I'm coming back to my place. Have you ever gone to a place, Nkari, you are viewing it, and you're like, yeah, this is the one I want to choose. That's what happened. I came back home. The guy I lived with stole everything to toothbrush, my guy. Literally had to go back to the east for 3 months and start all over again.
Bro.
Yo.
God bless you, my dog.
Nah,
God bless you.
Yeah, he's blessing you, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Nkululeko and Tshepo. Married at First Sight Season 2. What a show. Round of applause to those guys, man.
Shout out, man. Trauma at first sight. Trauma at first sight.
Yeah, trauma at
first sight.
Yeah, remember they said it's trauma at first sight.
Can't wait for Season 3, man. Why are you saying Pukos Lee? You're like you want to watch it. Yeah.
I wanted 4 couples that were successful.
They wouldn't be here because the show wouldn't have ratings. See, nobody was talking about that. Who talks about that? Who are the people talking about more now? Not the happy couple that's married. Talking about the toxic couple that broke up. So, it's a fact.
Toxic.
It's a fact.
You are Twitter, Nina.
We are here, man. Here's to more toxicity. If you've made it this far, we really appreciate you guys. Make sure you support by subscribing, liking, sharing, and don't forget to comment. Kezo.